Oh yeah, we are live, I think. Are we dead? Are we undead? Oh, we're looking live. We may be live. We're not sure if we're live. Are we really live? Everything kind of looks like it's live. So let's do a mic check. Can anyone hear us? Let's find out if people can hear us. We'll wait for a comment or two.
Somebody says we're live.
You guys can hear us? Wow. Oh.
I forgot they can see me.
Yeah.
Here and see you.
Excellent. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Hey guys, welcome. This is our In the Dragonlord Garage event. You're listening to the theme music from Dustin, our son. He does amazing theme music. Destiny will be doing most of the other music. You'll be hearing that throughout the entire broadcast. A lot of the stuff that we have that's broadcast through all of our episodes is soundtracks that she creates for different podcasts and television and all that stuff. And we are here with the Dragonlord van, which is being worked on over the last couple of days. We've got Kelly in the house. Kelly is my wife. She's going to be monitoring the chat and getting questions. Yes. And now I should tell you guys, while we've got our jazzy jam going in the background, we do have a German Shepherd. It's a 2-year-old German Shepherd. And she's not too happy about us being out here and her being in there. But we can't have her out here because we're working on the van. And we've got tools and dangerous things that we don't want the doggo to have. And there you go. So that's the whole intro, other than allowing me to introduce my most special guest today, Danielle Vaclavic, all the way from Massachusetts and Rhode Island, my home state. She has graciously come here to assist me, more importantly, do it all. I'm just Igor. She's like, do this. She's gaslighting me multiple times. You know, I'm like over here trying to get a hose off. I can't move it. She just goes, doop, there it is.
You're learning.
Yeah, learning. So anyways, she's been here working on the Dragonlord. We've been... well, actually, Danielle, tell us all the things that we have done to this van so far. Come on over. And while Danielle and I are speaking, Danielle, the microphone is right here next to me. So my wife is going to take care of Elvira, who's having a complete fit because she can't come out here.
Poor girl.
Yeah, so Danielle, tell us about what we've been doing to the Dragonlord van.
Yes. First of all, I want to say hi, guys, and thank you so much, Ed, for having me. It's
My
a complete honor. Absolutely blessed to be able to do this. But we are giving the beautiful Dragonlord a new intake, new throttle body. So we're trying to increase the horsepower just a little bit and get her to move under her own weight a little bit better.
Yeah.
But we are doing all new seals, gaskets, and everything under there, all new injectors. We've had a couple wiring things we've had to do, but other than that...
And sensors. Every sensor's getting replaced. Yeah.
Every sensor has been replaced, so we
Yep.
got to do some fine tweaking with that.
So just so you guys know, it's Hughes Engines. So Hughes Engines worked with Edelbrock to create a specific replacement, higher performance intake. And they also take the stock throttle body and they hone it out and increase the airflow capability from like 700 CFM, I think it is, stock, to 1,000. So we're going to get more airflow. We're going to have better fuel burn, so it's not running as rich because of the airflow. I do have a functional hood scoop, so that's going to help, you know, when we're moving at 35, 40 miles an hour. We're going to increase a little bit of horsepower, gas mileage especially. But the stock, as they call them, kegger intakes, they're just lousy. They were designed to dog. I mean, basically... that combined with the ECM. We also had the ECM adjusted by Dr. Art on YouTube. He worked in Mopar, and so he's tweaked it so that we're going to get a little bit more airflow, a little more fuel capability. Timing is going to be crucial, so that's the other thing that is in that program on that ECM. It allows for the distributor to open up in more degrees so it can burn more efficiently and time those fuel injectors, so that's the extent I know. And that's only because Dr. Art explained it. Because I am totally mechanical illiterate. I will be happy with painting, but this is mechanics. I'm old school. I'm back when it was carburetor. You know, all cables, carburetor, real simple. All this electronic stuff's beyond me. And that's where Danielle comes into play. Now I've known Danielle since God, we knew each other since you were like 15 at King Richard's Fair. You came into our booth at King Richard's Fair.
Yep.
and you expressed an interest in airbrushing. So I wanted to emphasize and talk about what she does. Mechanics is just kind of her base level thing, but her expertise beyond mechanics is airbrushing. She's done a ton of automotive airbrushing in a very short period of time. Everything from under the hood stuff. She's done tanks and all kinds of trikes and stuff. And so she's been working in the automotive airbrushing field. And today, as I've mentioned in a couple of my social media posts, we're putting her on the spot. This is a big time out of her wheelhouse. We're forcing her to sit down and draw on the back of an artist proof card. I think you guys are going to be blown away anyways. She doesn't think she's like, oh my God, how am I going to do this on the spot? And then it's on a camera. But I thought, there's nothing better than just like dive in, because I think you guys are going to be not only amazed, we're going to showcase her work too on the broadcast. I'm going to have Kelly bring up images that she has on her social media page or Facebook page, which by the way is Danielle, Dannielle. So it's 2 N's, 2 L's, Vaclavic, Vaclavik. Vaclavic.
Very good. It's very impressive.
I butchered your name originally, though. It took a while for me to figure it out.
That's impressive, and you can pronounce it correct, so thank you.
There you go. But anyways, we're gonna share that. Kelly, make sure you share Danielle Vaclavic's name for the social media connection. That way you guys can see her stuff on Facebook. She's got a lot of pictures there, a lot of the stuff she's done. She's a regular at SEMA now. SEMA is the Super Bowl of automotive airbrushing and other custom aftermarket parts. And she's there every year with doing different things for the paint companies that she works and sponsors with. So it's an honor to have her here. I wouldn't trust, this is a big tear down. And I mean, it's not a full engine build, but it certainly is an upper end. And it's a lot of work that would have risked the damage to the vehicle. So keeping it here in my house and having the luxury of having her come all the way from the East Coast to me in central Pennsylvania so that it's being taken care of, it's done well and preserved is just a tremendous gift to me. This is a gift. Like she said, we're just trying to get it to run normal. Like the way it should have been designed, because the darn vans were under engineered. They didn't have enough horsepower to push their own weight. And with this, it's supposed to increase our horsepower about 25 to 35, maybe 50 if it's tuned perfect. So if we can get 50 more horse, that's going to be perfect. This thing is not meant to spin wheels off. It's meant to take itself cruising by so you guys can enjoy it at conventions and shows. So that's what I'm trying to get it to do.
May I add one thing?
Oh, absolutely. Anything you want.
So something that I want to add is 13 years ago I watched Ed paint this van on Facebook. And I remember being very young, younger than I am now. But I remember checking Facebook every day because I wanted to see updates on this van. And I was so enthralled and enthused and inspired by this gentleman that I had met at the fair. So fast forward to now, to be here, it's my honor and pleasure to be able to do this for you. It's like a dream. Every day that I've been here, it's like, oh my God, like that van, it's upstairs. And every time I go to work on it, I keep stopping and I'm like, wow, look at just the detail, everything. Seeing it in person is just...
Even under the dust? All that dust and you're still seeing it, huh?
It's fine. Are you kidding me?
Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
To be able to do this is my honor, my pleasure, and I do it a million times over.
Well, that's awesome.
Thank you.
This is what I'm talking about. She's phenomenal. So we're going to start it off. We're going to let her go back to work. She's working on putting some of the final tweaks onto the different sensors on the throttle body. Once she's got that done, she's going to install the throttle body. And I think at that point, once you put the bracket on, we're kind of finished for what we can do during this time.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We might have to make a few adjustments for that throttle position. It does... So we made the throttle position sensor adjustable to be able to read the voltage and change it. So we can get a better idle and have it run smoother, better under its own load. So we might just have to adjust that, but those are the final tweaks.
Right.
So.
Yeah, so we drained all the coolant, so that's going to get... But we're not going to get into that during this broadcast, because the goal is to get her done with the throttle body installation and get her over here so we can actually start doodling. She's going to do a dragon head today on the back of one of her favorite pieces that I did called Unbound. And that was one of by the way, she did an amazing job at replicating that piece. I think it was on your door, wasn't it?
It was my closet door because my parents knew that I wanted to paint. And they were like, you know what, it's harmless. At least it's the door. We can paint the door. We can replace the door. It's fine. So, but sadly, when they did move, it did get painted.
Yeah, it got painted over. So, oh, man, I would have taken that door.
I did too. I wanted it too.
Take
but
the door.
The inside of the door was then also painted with Shadow the Hedgehog. So it was a double-sided door.
Oh, wow. Double whammy. That's what that broadcast name is. It's a double
So,
whammy. Okay, well,
you get to it.
so you're gonna get to it. I'm gonna start signing Dragonlord boxes. So for all you guys that have bought the Dragonlord, off my website, now that I've opened it up, I'm gonna start signing that. We're gonna get her until she's finished. When she says, "Okay, I'm pretty much wrapped up," that's when we're gonna break. We're gonna get her to do her drawing of the dragon. I'm gonna do a wizard, so we'll have wizard and dragon going on.
Dueling draws.
Yes, yes.
Dueling.
All right, so you go do your thing. I'm gonna put some music on. This is gonna be Destiny, Destiny Beard Music. That's what she's the creator of all this music. We have to have original content. This is all her copyright, so that's how we're able to broadcast with it. Otherwise, you get flagged. So can't use anybody else's music. We're just using our own. All right, let's go here and shuffle. We're starting off with some nice ambient and otherwise. Let me tone it down just a little bit. Okay. So many of my regular Patreon folks, they are familiar with this music because they've listened to it as I painted literally hundreds of hours worth of pieces for Sorcery Contested Realm and the Dragonlord set. And we'll continue to be working with them. That's what I'm so excited about. So, Kelly, tell me who's in the house, who has checked in on this public broadcast.
Oh, it's public.
Yeah, this is not Patreon members. This is public to the world right now. Now, granted, the links were put on on Facebook, and it was also posted on our Patreon. But you know how YouTube is. Facebook and YouTube don't like each other, so Facebook doesn't like to promote a link. So we may not get a lot of public people, but we may get some. And we're hoping we'll get
I'm
some.
glad I have my back to them.
All right, so who is in the house?
Oh, so we have Ian.
Ian. Oh, wait a minute, Ian from Rhode Island. Hey, it's another fellow Rhode Islander.
Oh,
Although he's just moved, I believe. Yes.
What camera are you on?
So we're still on that one.
Oh,
We have not switched to the. This is going to be for down here.
Hey, Rhode Islanders.
Hey, fellow Rhode Islanders, we parked the car. No, we don't. That's mass.
No, that's why.
Wait a minute, coffee milk. Did you get the coffee milk? You better,
No.
and you better get the Dells. After that, you hit Dunkin' Donuts, and you get yourself a dozen, maybe medium-sized coffee with extra, and then you're good to go. All right.
All right. Dean Pearson, of course.
Dean, the Sentinel, my most loyal and faithful Patreon and friend. Good friend, yes.
Yes. Troy. So there's someone named Troy here.
We do have some Troy members on Patreon. Hey, Troy, thanks for tuning in.
Team Cosmic Seeds.
Team Cosmic Seeds, we are aware. Yes, yes. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for tuning in.
Let's see. The Scott Newmeister Loki Mischief.
Oh,
Kid
yeah,
here.
baby. It is the new Meister, the Scott, the Loki, the ultimate DJ extraordinaire.
Yes. We have Bochisu.
Bochisu, that's new.
Bochisu.
I don't recall that. See, you have to understand, guys, I don't ever see this side because I'm always doing the doodles. Destiny normally does. But Destiny and Dustin, they're at the Tennessee Ren Fair today. They're over there in Tennessee. They're working the whole entire show, so they'll be there for the next 4 weeks or 3 weeks. And so they're on. I don't ever get to see these names, so this is sometimes can be new to me. Holy moly, you got a lot of people here.
Gilded Quests.
Welcome, welcome, Gilded Quest.
Daniel Figley.
Dan, welcome, welcome.
Let's see. Goldberg Brain.
Goldberg Brain, welcome.
Goldberg Brain. Russ Back.
These are some names I'm not
That's
familiar
my
with.
dad.
What? What?
Hello, Father.
No way! No way!
No, he called you out.
Oh, he called you out.
Dad.
Oh, Dad call out. It's a Dad call out.
What happened?
Dad says we told Danielle to take the closet door before we move.
Oh!
You did?
Oh! Oh!
All right. Well, now I feel bad.
Feel bad.
So bad.
Oh man, oh man.
Dan Figley says, Danielle Figley, Daniel,
Yes.
says, I'm here because I ordered a box as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. So just so you guys know about that, we had, I think we're over 200 boxes ordered. So we're running out of boxes. I'll tell you, we're way more than half done out of the 700. So we have lists of names that go on forever.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So because of that, there's no way for us to tell you who's up ahead of time. So these will all be recorded, just so you guys know. You can always come back and take a look through. This episode, because it is very public, We're just like, hey, man, if you guys want to share the episodes, no big deal, because I'm not going to be talking about anything that's covered under non-disclosure agreement here. So when I sign your box, we're going to call your name out. We're going to say, hey, this is Johnny's box. And that way you'll know whose box it is. And it'll be recorded on the close-up. And so you'll get to see which foil box you get, a foil card, and you'll get to see all of the signatures that you requested. So that looks
So wait,
about right.
Ian is all around the place here. He is all around the East Coast.
Okay.
So Ian is back in Tennessee waiting on movers.
Yes.
Just closed on his house in Syracuse.
That's right. He's going to be coming up to see us at the Syracuse Nationals. Guys, I'm so very happy to be announcing that I have been actually announced on their commercial, ironically, their television show thing. They did a broadcast public press release or something, and I got listed there. So I will be there again, along with hundreds of other great talented artists, including Danielle. She'll be there we're all raising money for Ronald McDonald House. So yes, Ian, come on and we'll give you the information. I think the date, now they did screw us up. They cut one of the days. They said Sunday was, they cut Sunday. There is no Sunday. It's now Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and that's it.
They completely changed.
Yeah, so I already booked the hotel. Every one of us did.
Oh no.
Because that's what,
I reached out and I questioned the dates because I saw the dates were different because they.
Yeah, the dates didn't change until long after we all booked our hotel.
So last year, by the way, this is cool. I'm in the Dragonlord. Hey guys.
Well, either way, we're gonna be there. It's just not Sunday.
Correct.
So now I have to call the hotel guys and say, look, man, can you just kick back?
I'm leaving Saturday night, so I'm coming in Wednesday this year instead.
Yeah.
It's, Thursday,
Yeah, same
Friday,
here.
Saturday.
We got it because we got to set up.
Because they're
It's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah.
yeah, they didn't have as many people.
It was a waste of time for Sunday, but I wish they had let us know that. You know, I mean, all of us artists, there was no notice.
I'm sorry.
So it's like, oh man, come on. Yeah, so we found that out, but we will be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I know I said that I'd be there Sunday, but that's because we were informed that that's what it was when I was invited. So, what else? What else we got?
Let's see. We have so Ochisu, as if that wasn't hard enough, now he's Dresgorgs? We're sticking with Ochisu. He also ordered
Here,
dogs.
you know what I want to do? I want to get this mic a little closer to you. This way they can hear you. There we go.
All right. Ian's going to see you there on Saturday.
Okay, cool. We'll look forward to seeing you Saturday. I'm guessing you're not going to get to the Tennessee Ren Fair this season, Ian? So I got everything here. We're just going to start with the top name there and that box right there. So, and is there anybody else to do a shout out to, or pretty much everybody that's tuning in at the moment?
Anybody who has said hello.
Okay, cool. Now, if you guys are lurking and just kind of watch, that's fine. But just to let you know, in this spot that I'm in now, we normally have a giant easel, and this is where I'll be doing anything from canvas paintings to automotive airbrush stuff, depending on what I do. I'm actually looking at Melissa Weaver's Mitsubishi Evo that I did 2 years ago, I guess. She's got a trunk piece behind the camera that I'm looking at. So we'll be doing that, but we'll also be doing canvases. The next piece is a big canvas piece we got to do. We're also doing all of the smaller. We have level 1, level 2 in black and white, and we have level 1 and level 2 colors. And these are some of the art cards. These are done on the back of the Fantasy Art Series 1. This was a card set that we put out 5 or 6 years back that we only did 180 copies of sets. That's it. And that's what these are. I'm going to show you these in the close-up camera. And what I've done is I've drawn the back of them. And this was available only to my Patreon members who were early purchasers of the Dragonlord set. So why don't you go ahead and shift it over.
All right.
So these are just some examples. It's an art card set, not a game card set. This is strictly art cards. And these are some of the designs on the front. These are proofs because they were white backs. So what I did with this special Dragonlord set that was only available to my Patreon members early on is I drew on the back of each one of them. Real quick doodles, that's what we're going to do today. These doodles
I don't know, Dean.
are pen and ink. Everything you're seeing here is pen, ink, and basically Copic style watermarkers. So, and it's been so much fun doing these things. Actually, I think there's another one there. Ooh, look at that one. Upside down. So you see, even though I may do the same subject twice, they're always uniquely different. Look at those two unicorns, you know? It's a male and female version. We have the wizards. We're going to be doing a wizard today, actually. Some undead, some more dragon heads, and then we get into some more fun. I try to diversify these images as much as possible, and I also try to draw something that's relative to the front. Here we have the moon song, wolf and dragon, the forest guardian. So we had a whole bunch. There's the awakening gargoyle dragon.
You're getting comments like, those look epic.
So this is an art card set. Back in the day, art card sets were a big deal, but these were proof, so we're only 180 sets made, and I chose these to do the doodles on. There's an example of one of them. Little Reaper factor going on. Vikings. Nosferatu. Look at that crazy creature, huh? Yeah, Nosferatu!
Wait, go back to Nosferatu.
Yeah, sure.
Does he have tattoos?
Oh, yeah.
He's Nosferatu.
What is
Hold on. Kelly, that was awesome.
Thank you.
Nosferatu! Okay, you win the joke for the day right there.
What is he originally from?
What, Nosferatu? Oh, God, that was a German movie. It was a black and white back in the 1920s, I think. Oh, as far as documented history, I don't know. That probably goes way back, yeah.
We don't care about that.
A little bit of aquatic going on. Look at this little cutie. She's knitting her blanket. See, people say, oh, you can only do these aggressive masculine things. Now, I can do little granny stuff if I need to. This one is one of my favorites, and I think Destiny's too. And I think Destiny is going to confiscate this one.
So we have not gotten any Frozens, but I am getting a little digital stuff happening on the close-up, just so that we're aware. Weird little digitals.
So then that doesn't make any sense.
That's what we got the other night.
Yeah, because
and
this
then
is
it
a whole different
froze.
setup, guys. This
Yep.
is a new setup and new camera, completely blocked out. So we don't know what's happening then. That's YouTube. That has to be YouTube then. Because the close-up pulls more data. It pulls as much as YouTube is getting. It could be
Yeah.
overloading the close-ups. If that's the case, we will be ending the broadcast, and we will then have to
Well, we
revisit.
haven't frozen yet.
We will have
so-
to revisit with we're gonna have to wipe out our OBS and literally start fresh because it means that there's some incompatibility going on. Anyway, so yeah, these are the cool designs. So being that she has just notified us that we may actually lose signal and or have an early,
Cross your fingers, everybody.
yeah, if that's the case, then we pretty much know. If people are saying we're getting digital, unfortunately,
no, I'm seeing
there's
it
nothing
in
we
the
can do on our
OBS.
end.
So
Let me see what you're talking about.
I can't show you unless I stop the recording. And
No,
go
but
back.
was it in that side? That's what matters.
It happens here first, and then it goes over there. So it's
It happens
recording-
here first and then goes there?
Correct.
Okay. So that wow.
Yeah. But we didn't freeze. So
yeah, but
we shall see.
that's the beginning signs. So it only lasts here's what makes no sense. We've had this thing running. We did demos, we did lives, and we
Do you wanna go
tested
to
it for
scene?
over an hour. And it never did this. So why now is it doing it? So we've done like 7 tests with this setup before this broadcast, and we did them for 40. Remember 2 nights ago we let it run for 2 hours and it didn't do anything.
Put on scene. Here we go. It could be.
Oh,
The
I'm
chat-
so no.
No.
It's Wi-Fi. It's Wi-Fi. You've
open
closed
door.
the doors. We don't have enough signal. Hang on, guys. Hey, look, we're real about this stuff. You know, this is off the cuff. We're doing the best we can. This is our first time broadcasting this year in this room. We have 2 doors shut as a result because we're trying to keep the wild beast from
Well,
coming in.
we have one with the gate now. I gave her a gate.
All right, so I'm
She
going
wasn't
to
great
go
about the
ahead.
door.
Yes, we are losing the signal.
Yeah.
That's not the same thing we had the other night. Hello, goodest girl. Yes. Okay, you stay right there.
Watch the barking and crying will start.
And she'll probably jump over the fence. Yeah, she's actually looking to jump over the fence. Yeah, you can't do that. We just can't have you do it. You stay right there. So she is looking to jump, and she's going to use the cooler to do it. So I'm going to keep that over there. And there it is.
I might put her on her leash and just.
All right,
keep
so we're gonna
feeding her
just
treats.
we're gonna just go with what this is. Now that we've opened up, we should have better signal.
I might just bring her on her leash and get her a little bed and.
Yeah, if you'd want to do that, you're gonna have to keep her right there next to you.
Yeah, I know.
You can't
She
have her
be
move,
and all
no.
that stuff.
Yeah, because all of these tools would potentially hurt her.
This is what happens when we don't have extra people. in
It's
the
a
house.
puppy.
We don't have extra people. All right, we got a lot of comments too.
Okay,
let's
well,
give her
why don't we go through the
5
comments?
seconds,
Why
see
not?
if she
Let's go to
just-
the comments.
All right, let's see. So Ian did see you the first weekend.
Oh,
At
cool! Thank
Tennessee.
you for tuning in and going down there.
Let's see.
Wait a minute, first weekend. What are you talking about?
Of Tennessee.
Oh, they went to go see us. Oh no, I
Yes.
know you guys saw us. No, I'm talking about Destiny. I know you saw us. I'm talking about since then because it's been a couple of weeks since,
Yeah.
right?
Let's see.
We'll see you in Syracuse.
Michael Seelinger is here.
Michael, thanks for tuning in.
Brandon Wood.
Brandon,
Here.
he's one of our regular Patreons as well.
Let's see. Oh, Russ Vax said he's got to get going. Thanks for taking care of his little girl. Proud of you, he says.
Thanks, Dad.
And
Yeah, complete flip.
oh, this is Rose.
So what I'm gonna do, guys, is we're gonna let Kelly to go in and take care of Elvira. We're gonna probably put her in another room, Kel. So even if she does make noise, we won't hear it because you're not gonna get her safely in here. I think it's just too dangerous. So, anyways, I'm gonna take over the chat for a little bit just so I can get through the questions. So when both our kids away, our kids, they're adults, obviously. We don't have that extra help, and normally we have someone taking care of the pupper because she's not happy when she's by herself, as you guys can hear. All right, and a German Shepherd, boy, fierce. That's all I can tell you, very fierce. All right, so let me read some of the comments before I start getting into the actual signing and numbering until Kelly can come back. Okay, so we've got, Goldberg, Brain. Looks fine to me, that's great. You're letting the Wi-Fi out. Yes, we're letting it out, yes. So we have literally double doors that are so thick they block the signal. Anyway, so now we had to close them because of the door that you heard, but unfortunately that didn't really matter. So if we open the doors, she can come in here and she'll charge in and it'll be not a good thing. All right, so let's see. Watching on YouTube again, and there's let the Wi-Fi in. Let the Wi-Fi in. Yes, she is precious and fierce at the same time. Her name is Elvira, mistress of the bark, but it's beyond that. I think she could have also been called Hella, honestly. All right, let's see. So they're not going to be able to go back to. Yeah, I got you, Ian. You're not going back to the fair, okay? Because you're going to be moving. When you said Elvira was in the other room, I thought you were talking about sorcery artist. Now that's Elvira, isn't it? That's ELW. No, not Elvira Shakarova. I think it is. I can't remember the pronunciation, but no, she is not in. She's not in the other room. No, it's Elvira, the mistress of the bark, because she is a true German Shepherd and quite fierce. She may actually make an appearance in a few minutes. We'll see. But anyway, so okay, I have caught up. Everything is caught up. Kelly says she's going to try to make a call to our son's best friend, and he's really good with her, and maybe he's available to try to keep her occupied. So in the meantime, I'm going to handle the first box that we got to sign. She went, Danielle, she went all out for the broadcast. She didn't even do anything that she was doing earlier. She went all out. I don't know if you could hear from in there. Oh, Elvira barking like a maniac, trying to get over scratching the doors. Never did that kind of stuff. So she wants to play with you. That's what it comes down to. Danielle, they hit it off pretty soon, and it's amazing because Germans, especially this one, is very protective, territorial of her house. We're trying to break her that, taking her to training and all that, so that she's not quite as reactive. We love the fact that she's protected, but not over 2 days every time Danielle turns the corner. So we are going to work this out. We're going to make sure we get somebody here while I broadcast. Okay, so it looks like I've got a box number. Okay, that's good. Let me write that down. Let's get the pen. Okay. Guys, if we go out, there's nothing I can do about it because I'm not in front of the computer anyways. I wouldn't know. But you're welcome to say it. And when we come back or Kelly comes back, she can take a look at it. But I'm hoping we hold on to the Wi-Fi. All right, so next box. 65. And let's see who the first person up. And who's the next contestant on the Dragonlord box is yours. It is Matthew R. Schilb. S-C-H-I-L-B. Schilb, I believe is how you pronounce that. And he's asking for a box with all non-foils signed. All right, all non-foils signed. We have a box here. We have several other boxes. I'm going to switch it over to the close-up so you guys can see everything up close. Okay. All right, guys. There it is, the selection of boxes. I'm going to psychically feel. I'm going for a good one for you here, man. We're maybe looking at the Dragonlord himself. How about that? We're going for big dollar foil here. Place your bets, guys. So this is where you list on the chat what you think the foil is going to be. Now, you know there are 13 possible options. Let's see if you get one of them. So, Matt, let's find out. I'm going for this box right here. I'm feeling it, buddy. I'm feeling it. And, of course, if it's not as good, it's your fault, not mine. I think Daniel almost did a spit take. she was just drinking her iced coffee. You were drinking your iced coffee.
No, it's cranberry juice.
Oh, it's cranberry juice. Oh my God! All right. We got the plastic off. Oh, I need a bucket. Yeah. Okay. We have the box. I have to number it. That's the first thing. I always have this little spare. Oh, look at this. It's the Vondego Pro notepad. How about that? Vondego, amazing pinstripe brushes. I always use his pinstripe brushes. Go Vondego! Okay. All right. Once again, the box number is 265 out of 700. Okay. Alrighty. That's the only time you're going to see silver being used is when we sign the cover of the box. We do not sign in anything other than black Sharpie. Takes way too long to wait for anything else to dry, and we've got so many orders that have to be done. I do that kind of stuff. If you guys want specialty signatures, that's done in person only. All right, open it up.
I've lost my glass.
Let's see what we got.
We have no help.
Oh, no help. Yeah.
That's right. I'm still working on stuff. Should be back for a second when we come out, but I'm having on leash.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, guys. We got the box, and here's the cards. Let me zoom in just a little bit. There we go. We've got the Dragonlord. We've got the Dragonlord's lair. We have Celestis. We have Zeraphine Conrul. We have Draco Corvus. We have Moonsong Dalagalum. We have Talam Dreg, the Earth Golem. We have the Shrine of the Dragonlord. We have Kairos the Archivist. Cradle of Ethereum. Add an item. Add an item. What do we do with the add an item, Danielle?
Add another one to the cart?
That's right. We add another item to the cart.
Wait, I actually got that right?
Yes, you did get it right. And then we have Ignis Rex. And now, as we approach the foil, Vaten Draconis. Anybody want to get? I mean, I haven't guessed yet, so I'm going to guess which one of my 13 I believe this is. I'm going for Kairos the Archivist. And no, it's a great card, though. It's Shrine of the Dragonlord. Look at that foil. Shrine of the Dragonlord is a top dollar card. It's one of the big dollar cards. Congratulations, Matt. You got yourself a really high value card. Woo! Good job. Good job. Wow. Yeah, take a look at that. Isn't that cool? Such a nice foil. That's the box cover design too. No, it's a very good playable card, which is why it's got high value
It's
to it.
very nostalgic.
It's so
Foil card.
vintage 80s,
Yeah.
90s, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Let me sign in black all non-foils. Make sure I'm in the camera here. Yeah, And the wild beast has come into the studio. And basically, Kelly's got a bunch of bribery
Oh, I
tools.
have so much bribery.
Yeah, she's got bribery tools.
I have so much.
And hoping that they will soothe the savage beast.
Normally, we wouldn't have to do this,
No, she's in rare form
but
today.
she had separation anxiety from me.
Oh,
'cause I
we
was
built her up
gone.
so bad.
We had separation anxiety from the siblings because they're gone.
Yep, they're gone. And we have Danielle, who she really wants to play with. However, she wants to make sure she's in her sight at all times and isn't because she's out here in the Dragonlord, in the garage working on the Dragonlord. It's just endless. So for her, it's trauma, trauma, trauma. But I gotta say,
Okay.
you're bribing her real good right at the moment.
Oh yeah, we got some bribes going on. We got some bribes.
So keep it close up for now. I'll let you know when to switch it.
Okie dokie.
This is for Matt's, and he did really good. He got himself a Shrine of the Dragonlord.
Nice.
It's definitely top dog. He wanted all non-foils signed, so that's what we're doing.
Girl.
Okay.
You can hear me every now and then, guys, saying, "Good girl." I'm not talking to Danielle, not talking to Ed. I am talking to Elvira. Ed, if you want me to call you a good girl, we can do that.
You bet. If you're gonna, you better address me as Edwina. All right.
Okay, Edwina. Is in the
Yeah,
house.
baby.
No. Here.
Okay. All right. So all the cards are signed. Let me start putting them together. Yeah, if this was done with silver, I'd have to wait like 7 to 10 minutes or more just to wait for them to dry up. So we're not doing anything but black. Okay, and
Woohoo!
we have the foil. That's going
Oh, and you grabbed my paper for the
right
all
on
the
top.
names and all the everything.
I did. I'll tell you. I'll get it back to you in just a second.
Cool.
All right. Do the bubble wrap after. So for now, we're just going to do this. Could you turn this to the big camera, please?
Alrighty. For a second, I wasn't sure where it was.
As you can see, we have
Here's-
our fierce beast,
Fierce Beastie.
Fenrir's sister. Is it Fenrir? Fenrir's sister,
Fenrir.
yeah, basically. All right,
Hela.
so Hela. I said that.
She's full of Ella.
So we're gonna put that right there, nice and safe, waiting for the next one. All right, so I'm gonna check this off, keeping everything nice and organized. Completed. And I want to put a date. Today is what, the 17th?
Today is the 16th.
16th.
Close.
5/16. All right, so it's gonna be 5.
Wait, who said hi, Destiny?
You cannot go that way.
Come on.
You have to go back. Go back. Thank you.
Somebody
'cause-
said hi, Destiny. It's not.
It's not Destiny. It's my wife Kelly. It's her mom. All right, so we got 5/16. So that just tells me these are signed today. And what I would like you to do, Kel, is just when we do something, give me the name. I'm gonna write the box number next to this as well.
Okey-dokey.
So this is 265. I'm gonna just put on the same 265. Okay, so there. You see what I did? 265. Done.
Excellent.
Okay, so
And then you mark it on that paper.
correct. Next one. Just you'll give me the name. And 265 has been written. So go ahead and put this over on your other side. And the next obvious will be 266.
Cool.
But we're good to go. All right, so let's go with the next box.
Yes, Scott. Fenrir is Loki's son. All right, we go into close up.
Well, first, the name,
Okay,
please.
we have Tyler McDonald.
Tyler McDonald. Okay. So let's find out what this box is going to have. But before we do that, could you look on the comments and see whether or not anyone selected the correct foil? They should. Some people might have guessed because we always do this.
Oh.
We did a guessing.
Oh,
Basically,
there's Destiny. She's on.
people that could guess what the foil was. Has anybody guessed? It was the Shrine of the Dragonlord.
Let's see. Treasure. Someone said Kairos.
Kairos. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. Then Destiny jumped in. Glad you're there to help. Kairos as well. No.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, guys, now is the time to place your bets. Make the note on the chat. See if you're right. See if you guessed right. So take a guess on what might be the next foil that I'm about to pull for Tyler. What's Tyler's full name?
Tyler McDonald.
Tyler McDonald. Okay,
Tyler.
so he is Tyler. He's the 265, correct?
266.
265 was the last number, so
Correct. So he's 266.
he's 266. I'd like you to write that down on that green paper.
I will do so.
All right, 266 out of 700.
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
I need to be close up. Hold on. Okay.
There you go, all signed. This is again for Tyler McDonald.
Tyler McDonald. He says one box, Dragonlord's lair signed.
I'm sorry, what?
It says one box, and then it says Dragonlord's lair signed.
He wants just the Dragonlord's lair.
That's what it looks like.
Okay then. Well, that's an easy one. All right. But first, let's find out what foil he's got. Yes, guys, anytime you buy a box off our website, edbeardjr.com, you'll automatically have to have at least one card signed, and you do get to pick it. You need to make that note in the notes. So when you go to our store and you go to checkout, it gives you a space in notes to make the comment of what cards you want signed. That's where you make that indication. All right. Let's find out what Tyler's got as his foil. What are you thinking, Kel?
Is it Calestis or Celestis?
Celestis.
Celestis.
Think of celestial teas.
I'm saying Celestis.
Oh, you think Celestis?
Yes.
You're doing Harbinger? You're doing Harbinger. All right, the Harbinger, otherwise known as Ignis Rex. All right, I'm feeling Votin Draconis, ironically. Here we go. That's the card of the Dragonlord's Lair. That's the card that Tyler wants me to sign. Okay. We got to kind of move faster on these in order for me to ever get close to the 200 boxes that we have orders for.
Someone says I'm guessing Kairos. He's gonna just stick with Kairos. This one says this will be Kairos.
Oh, add an item.
Add an item to the card.
Yes. That's a beautiful one. That's actually, you want to know? Hey, oh, I almost was. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have switched to the big camera for a second.
Alrighty.
So there we have.
Hold on. Okay.
Up on the back, you'll see the t-shirts, guys. We've got them all around us. I have a whole line of t-shirt from the Sorcery. They're made by the Mountain. They are tie-dyes. We sell them on our website at the best possible price. And there's add an item up on the wall next to the Ignis Rex, Harbinger of Fire, and that one's the black Gothic version, as opposed to this one, which we have, which is the teal, blue, green, very similar to the actual painting. So we try to, create different variants of them as well. All right, switch it back. This is fantastic. This is awesome. So let me make the simple signing of the Dragonlord's Lair, and Tyler will be on his way. There it is. Okay. Yes, it was.
That's Danielle.
That's one of the things about the music. Okay. It kind of sometimes will do that. All right. Oh yeah. Yep. Get ready, guys. Elvira will probably bark ferociously because she will see Danielle emerging from the Dragonlord. Why don't you go ahead and switch to the big camera?
Okay.
Because this is all set.
Okay.
So now you'll be seeing Danielle will emerge from here. Elvira will either be successfully distracted or she will bark ferociously.
Oh, see, show everybody what a girl.
Oh, what a good girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girl. Here she comes. Here.
Okay. And there it is. Can you not do that? Now you choked yourself. Yes, you just choked yourself. Yes, that's Danielle. But you can't bark like that. No. No.
I'm just gonna distract him.
All right, so we got the Dragonlord box done for Tyler. I'm going to carefully place this right over here.
This is what happens when you don't have a dog sitter. When you need
And,
a dog sitter.
let's see. Okay, so we got this one all set.
Alrighty.
And the next in line is for Matthew Looks like Heiken. H-E-I-K-E-N. Heiken. Okay. I need a pen on this side. Okay. Nothing I can do about that. All righty. So we have 516. And this is number 267. Okay. I'll stick that there.
All right. Excellent.
All righty.
Excellent.
Let's grab the box. Go ahead with the close-up.
Back to the close-up.
Thank you, Kelly, as you're trying to juggle the wild beast as well as everything else. Everything okay?
Yep.
No, I mean with the thing.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Daniel Figley says, I'm new to sorcery.
Welcome, welcome. I tell you what, sorcery is phenomenal. 100% hand painted, all original art. This is basically what made Magic the Gathering so spectacular in 93, 94 was because of the original hand painted art, along with the mechanics, but more than that. It was that one-of-a-kind original created craftsmanship that was behind every single painting, and that's what Eric Olofsson has brought back after 35 years of not having it, because all things went digital, now AI digital. So it's so awesome and refreshing to see actual true art, hand craftsmanship being done, creating one-of-a-kind art, and watching young people who would, for their whole lives, have never seen anything but digital, all of a sudden loving it and going, wow, I love the fact that there's that something that is creative and that is beautiful to look at is done the hard way. No undo buttons, no endless editing, and you've got to know what you're doing because you're putting that paintbrush down and there's little to no editing. It's like very unforgiving. And we're doing this performance art back again, you know, where we're doing things live and camera. All of the sorcery work that I did was live, by the way, for my Patreon members under an NDA, so they couldn't talk about it. But, you know, hey, they loved it. They loved seeing it created and seeing it created with real organic materials, fabricating an actual one-of-a-kind original piece of art. And that's what they loved about it.
Well, and Daniel says that he was at his local card shop and someone had your set, and that's what got him into it last month.
Oh, man, that is so cool.
Good to hear.
That fact that somebody even had the set is even really cool. Because these were hard to get.
Ben Curwell
Ben!
is here.
Ben,
he just
baby.
came back from the fair.
Oh, fantastic. Ben, was it hot? Because we heard that it was going to be hot temperature, hot weather. So
let's see. They think Harbinger of Fire or Dragon Crow, which is, what's his name?
that is Draco Corvus.
Draco Corvus.
So we're on 267.
267. I'm going to write it on my list. Oh, Ben says 90. Ooh.
Yeah, that's not good for people. That's pass out. That's people passing out in Tennessee. And it's sad for the kids because the kids are in a tent. Oh, God. Okay. Well, Destiny and Dustin will be a few pounds lighter when this is over.
Yeah, it's just sauna. You just consider it a sauna.
And there you go, guys. All right. So
this is Matthew.
Yes,
He's
this is
getting
Matthew.
the default Dragonlord.
okay, he's getting the non-foil Dragonlord default. Got it.
Yes.
That's the, if you don't tell us when you order these in the notes specifically, you don't tell us that, then you get the default. You just get the Dragonlord. Now, in the very first day or two of the sale that we currently have on our website for the Dragonlord Signed and Number Limited Edition, there were people that didn't know that, and so we obviously took care of it. We had them email to us the information. But from a few days forward, we've been advertising. It's very clearly stated, please make the notes of what you want signed in the notes as you do the checkout, because that's the only reliable way that we're going to get that information. Can't trust emails for nothing. But everyone that has contacted us thus far, we have got it correct. We've got you've either reached out to us in a different way when you realize you didn't do the notes, and it's fine. We got you all covered. Okay, let's see what we got. Anybody want to place a bet on what foil they think this is going to be?
I'm going with Celestis again. We've got Harbinger of Fire. We have Draco Corvus.
Ignis Rex. Okay. Yeah, Draco Corvus hasn't come up a lot. I'm starting to wonder if that one became the new rare. I'm feeling...
Cradle of Ephraim, someone said.
Uh-huh. I would say, oh man, I can see that. I'm feeling it. I'm going between Moonsong and Cradle of Ethereum, and if I have to lean, I'm going Moonsong. And here we are, guys. Vaughn Draconis reveals. Oh no way! Whoa! In the same box, we're getting 2 Cradle of. I'm sorry, Shrine of the Dragonlords. These are heavy hitter cards, right? This is a heavy hitter card. Okay, fantastic foil, and just so you guys can see, mint condition, beautiful condition. Anyways, all right. So I will sign the default.
No, Ben, you did not. Ben was wondering if he missed seeing his card signed. He did not miss that.
No. Okay. Yeah, and we can't tell you when you guys are coming up. The list is too large, and we're just going for it. And basically, you're just going to have to scope through. For those of you that don't tune in live and don't hear, don't have the ability to watch the full live as I'm signing, you could always tune in with this link anytime and just scan through it. Do your fast forward, and you'll see whether or not your card comes up, your name comes up. Really, you're going to have to just watch it. That's the whole point, is I'm signing this, and you guys have to watch it. But no, we do not know ahead of time who's up on the list next, because it's just too many to deal with, and I am so back-to-back around the clock, traveling everywhere. I don't have the time to do it. Oh, let me take a look at the list and break it down and what we're going to do, and then send it out to everybody individually. We have people that are emailing. They're not getting their emails. No. So we decided we're just going to do it. So if you want to see where your cards are signed, you just got to watch my videos.
You're just going to tune in.
Tune in. Or watch them after the fact.
Or be square.
Yes.
Don't you be laughing at my old 80s.
All right. We got the Dragonlord autographed. We have the foil, and we have the cover. Protecting that. All right, Matt is it Matthew?
It is Matthew.
He's done. All right, great. All right, next box. All right, Kelly, get that pen going.
We've got Joseph Sullivan.
Okay, and this is going to be box 268. Okay. 268.
Wait, whose theme song is this one?
I don't know, but I'm doing box 268.
268. Destiny, help me out. You're on there. So does it say whoever's theme song this is? That's who I think is going to be the card. Ooh, that would be another Dragonlord. I don't know. Bochisu. Oh, I said Bochisu before, I think. I don't know. Bochi says, Ed, will we see more of your art in the next sorcery set?
Yes.
You told?
Oh, no, everyone knew I had something in the next set.
Oh, okay, cool.
They just don't know what it is.
Ooh.
I did not reveal it on Patreon or anything. Nope, that was a secret. Not the secret that I have something in the next set, but what it was is a big secret. There we go.
All right, the guesses are coming in already. Ignis.
Right. Okay. So this is for...
This is Joseph Sullivan.
Okay, Joseph, 268.
268.
All right, Joseph, let's see what you got, man.
Oh, yep. Draco Corvus, they're thinking. So we got Ignis and Draco Corvus.
Okay.
I'm sticking with my girl, Celestis.
Okay.
Ooh, someone says Talam.
Okay.
Okay.
Getting ready to reveal.
Here we go.
For Joseph, I'm saying Draco Corvus. No, it's Talam. Someone just said Talam.
He did last minute.
Congratulations. Somebody
Goldberg
is
brain.
a psychic.
Goldberg brain.
Goldberg brain.
Using
Got it.
that brain.
He's used his psychic brain. Very good. All righty. So he is, as of right now, the psychic so far for this episode. He is the psychic. He has the official title as the psychic.
The psychic.
All right. And what was the signatures?
Non-foils.
All non-foils. Okay, we get to work on that. Yes. Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh my god.
I don't think it is.
Yes, but do you remember little Dustin crawling out of the little bassinet thingy that we had for him at the show?
Yeah, but I don't remember her ferociously barking to the breaking of the
That was
sound
probably
barrier.
Destiny.
That was more
might have.
Destiny.
Yeah, that
yes.
was. Goldberg Brain says, "I am amazing."
There you go. There you go. Embrace the psychic magnitude.
You had the Post-it notes. You're doing their names. No, it's because I have the things here. Never mind.
That's why we're writing it down.
Okay.
I'd like to have the post-it note, make it easier for me. Do you have post-it notes there?
No.
There was supposed to be blue post-it notes over there.
Yeah.
Hang on. Well, I'm going to finish signing this.
You finish signing.
And then they're over there, just so you
Over
know.
there.
Over there.
And I'm
yeah.
over here.
You're going to stay right where you are.
Yes. I have Eldora.
Yes, you do.
Jungle. She's trying. She's like, I don't understand any of this.
No, she doesn't understand. She's like, why can't I just roam free? No, you can't.
I want to roam free. I want to bark.
No, because you'll be licking the antifreeze. Not going to happen. She was too busy being fed like nonstop. She's gonna be so full by the. Oh,
yeah.
Non-foil. Sorry, and I got it off. Yes.
Also,
Okay,
what was
done.
it?
Oh, when you
Somebody-
catch it quick enough, you can wipe it right off.
Somebody said that they were totally enthralled with the playmat.
Which this
So
the dual
that's-
playmats. Yes, we do have a few left. This is the Fire and Ice, the basically Celestis and Ignis Rex. We do have some left. Okay. Everything's signed except the non-foil. I did take that off. It was like wiped off because it takes forever for these things to dry. All right, so now this is dry. In about 2 minutes, I'm gonna go grab some Post-it notes. Let's put some names on here just so I can get these other boxes going.
We have a new person that's just tuned in. This person says, hello, Ed and Kelly. And I guess I should say hello to Danny, too. Because it's Cody.
Oh, there you go.
Hi, baby. That's my boyfriend.
Elvira's like, I feel jealous. She's ready to growl. Big one?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hello. You can see all that we are handling here. We have the ferocious beastie. She's really not like when Danielle comes in the kitchen and everything. Once she gets over the initial, oh my god, I'm Dory. Who are you? She's fine, but
As soon as you turn the corner, you're a different
she's
person.
baby. She's just a baby. She's a rescue, and we're trying to fix
Oops,
what
doozy.
they did wrong.
Yeah. That's
And it
that's.
just takes time.
Yeah, it takes time.
And other than being here in the group and being at the Renaissance fairs, normally I don't like people, so I don't go anywhere. So she stays home with me. I like you people. I like
This really should have been done when I was signing it. So we're gonna keep that going.
Object permanence of a baby.
265.
Yeah.
66,
I know.
67. Okay.
Took my paper.
Yeah, so this is 266. Okay, this is Tyler. 266 is Tyler.
And you can look at anybody up there. No? Okay. apparently somebody passed out at the fair today.
Well, that's not surprising.
So Ian says he also has a dog, Paddington, who's a rescue, and he has a lot of odd quirks. He's 12 years old, so they say. They got him 10 years ago. About that. What kind of dog? That's why Destiny's able to tune in and say hello.
Why? Because so many people are melting and falling and passing out?
She has a little extra fun. Hey, lady, while you're on the ground, I'm just going to check in on this tree.
Okay, we still on the close-up?
No, we were on the scene watching everybody.
Oh.
Looking at Elvira.
Okay.
And this is going to be like a hidden object.
Me?
Can you find Danny?
I'll just keep peering around different corners. I'm pretty much done.
Are we back to close up?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Close up.
Okay, all
Do your
those
hands.
cards are in.
Do your
We have Joseph's box, 268.
Excellent.
268 on the box.
On the box.
That is correct. Next box, and
You took my paper again.
I'm going to give it back to you.
Oh, okay. Elvira,
There it
we're back in
is.
charge.
Okay. All righty. So
Okay.
the name for this person that's going to be
This
up.
is Josh Newberry.
All right, for Josh Newberry.
Josh.
Let's see what Josh has got. What's it going to be? What is the foil going to be?
All right, what are our guesses, everybody in the chat? Let's go.
And we're looking at 269.
269.
Okay.
The Josh Meister.
Okay. Okay, let's see.
All right, let's
see what you guys think is going to be the foil.
Okay, we have Draco Corvus again. I'm sticking with Celestis sooner or later.
Well, yeah.
Sooner or later. Well, you'd think that, but we've seen it in Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, God, we have no luck in Vegas. We had it for everybody else, though. Everybody in that table made money off of our bet, just betting against
They
anything
just
we bet.
against it.
We go red, they went black. We went black, they went red. They all won. And then they escorted us out thinking we were all together. I'm like, no, dude, I'm just a
No.
loser, and they're taking advantage of it. It's just-
When we went to leave, we actually had people offering to pay us to stay.
Yes. I mean, this is unbelievable.
All right.
All right.
We have Ignis and Draco Corvus.
I'm going to tell you what I feel. I feel like it's either a Dragonlord or Harbinger of Fire. It's a Dragonlord or Harbinger of Fire. That's my guess.
Or Harbinger of Fire.
And
Somebody says, oh, our psychic says feeling cradle, but the crow outside of my window is saying Corvus.
ooh.
Ooh. Here we go.
Oh, I said Dragonlord!
Dragonlord.
I said Dragonlord! What did I say? It was either Dragonlord or I forgot. I don't think I don't know. Oh, Harbinger. I thought either Dragonlord or Harbinger. Congratulations. This is the big dog.
The big dog.
The big dog. And
Elvira's the big dog. And this again, congratulations to Josh Newberry.
Josh Newberry, you got the big dog. This card is like insane amount of money right now. Absolutely crazy.
Insane.
And it's in beautiful shape.
I'm gonna
Okay.
run out of treats.
Put it right there. And what does Josh Newberry want me to sign?
Mr. Newberry, non-foils.
All right, then. We will not be signing that foil.
Do not sign the foil.
No.
Take the foil out the dragon. Look at all the treats. Oh, good food.
So, Danielle, we got to sign 10 boxes, and then we're going to go on to our doodle double whammy. Double doobie. No, no,
No,
double
we're not
doobie.
doing that.
I need a double doobie.
No, we're
right
not doing
now.
that.
Somebody say
I do need a double doobie.
Nope.
No, we're gonna do a double doodle madness, is what it.
Where is our gentleman from Hawaii when we need?
Yeah, man. Where's the man? Where is he? Bob Marley. Where is Bob? Okay.
Oh, Butter's being so good. Yeah, so good. Keep those.
Well, she won't have to have any dinner tonight.
No.
You're doing great, Cal. Just feeding her up, just keeping her happy. All right.
About 5 seconds, you can just try to grab this thing yourself.
And we got the non-foil here. Okay, looks like all of them.
Excellent.
Non-foil. We also have this in stitched and non-stitched playmat, by the way, guys. The non-stitched, we've got, I don't know, 7 left. And we think we have about 20 of these, the non-stitched. So the stitched, we have about 7 left. Okay, that's going right there. And if I may have a Post-it note.
Have you?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Good job, Josh. Congratulations on the big Dragonlord. That is our 5th box. We are halfway there. Okay. This one's going to
Matthew Tash.
Okay. Matthew Tash.
Matthew
Lots
Tash.
of Matthews. Lots of Matthews.
That's true. That is our 3rd Matthew.
Yeah,
today.
in a very short list out of 5.
Excellent.
3 out of 5 at this point. All right. So Matt is getting box number
270.
Mhm. By the way, guys, don't forget to get some cookies, candies, or otherwise goodies while you are watching the signing and unveiling of each foil. We always want to have your delicious goodies on standby. I will be myself going out to get some of them. We'll be taking
Or
a
you
break.
can have kibble, dog bones,
No,
or hot
no,
dogs.
thank you. No, thank you.
For the animals that are watching.
That's great for them, yes.
Yeah, Dean says, speaking of double, or double doobie, Cheech and Chong will be at Steel City Con.
Yes, I have seen that ridiculous lineup. It's not even a Comic-Con anymore. It's just, let me just do nothing but celebrities. There's no point in even a retailer being there anymore. It's like we're just sitting around twiddling our thumbs because everybody's over in the celebrity hotel and or celebrity alleys, basically taking all the money there. So that's sad. It's sad that we lost a Comic-Con to a celebrity con. All right. So
Goldberg says Vatten.
I was about to say Vatten too.
Oh.
Good job. I feel like this, you know that this guy really is psychic. I think he really is psychic. I was gonna say the same thing. I was gonna say Vatten. What else? Who else we got? Carl. So this is Carl?
This is Matthew.
Matthew.
This is Matthew Tash. We're still on Matthew.
Why does it say?
Right here.
Oh, you already wrote it down.
Yep.
Okay. So Matthew Tash.
Yep.
Anybody else taking a guess? Because I think he's right. I think
Draco
Vatten is going to win.
Corvus.
Draco Corvus. Okay. All right.
We have an Ignis from
Okay.
Ian who misses his awful awfuls.
Oh man, I miss the awful awfuls too. Drink 3, get 1 free, and then puke all over the place because that's what happens.
Need that. Most disgusting.
Okay, there. I'm feeling it's going to me. It's either going to be Celestis or Vatten, and I'm so wrong.
Oh my God, we're all wrong.
Sorry about that, Goldberg brain.
All
We
wrong.
both got we got moon-songed out on that one. That's a really tough one to find. I rarely ever see this one. Okay, what does Matthew Tash want me to sign?
Matthew would like non-foils.
We can do that. Yeah, once again, guys, the music you're hearing in the background is done by Destiny, performed on her keyboard. She's also a vocalist. She's done work with Midnight Syndicate and then her own albums. Dark Masquerade, Time Forgotten, and then many, many since. But also lots of, solo singles and stuff. You might want to check her out at destinybeardmusic.com or just go to YouTube. I think it's Destiny Beard Music on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Kelly, I know your arm's tied up with Elvira, but when Danielle comes out, we'd like to start posting some of Danielle's artwork so the folks can see what Danielle does. They have been saved on the desktop. Do you know how to pull those in and pop those up? That's something you might have to reach out to Destiny for. I think it's the exact same way that you do the Wheel of Names, which, by the way, we're not doing any Wheel of Names, guys, because this is a public, not a Patreon scenario. We've already done a Wheel of Names for Patreon so far this month. We will probably do one more, but that'll be a private broadcast. On each, up to three a month, we do Patreon giveaways, we call them. And they're pretty substantial, cool stuff. But we're not doing that on the public stuff. You got to be a Patreon member for that. And so if you haven't already joined my Patreon, you should check it out because it's on patreon.com, artist Ed Beard Jr. And you will see all the different tiers and the offerings that we do. It's pretty wild. Okay. Destiny knew how to do it because it's anytime there's images, she was able to bring them in. I don't know how it's done.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh, okay. Maybe you can reach out to Destiny for instructions on that. Okay, every card has been signed of the non-foil. Here we have the foil covered.
Ian obviously is getting a Moonsong statue.
Excellent.
He says, I cannot wait for my Moonsong
Yep,
statue.
mid-September they're coming in on a boat. All right, Matthew, let's go ahead and put thank you very much. Matthew Tash, box number 6. All right, going for box number 7. What do we got?
This is for Carl Matarang.
Carl Matarang, okay. And that's going to be number 271, right?
He gets 2 boxes.
Oh, he's getting 2. All right, let me pull another one. So he's getting two, it's 271.
271 and obviously 272.
Okay. Well, we're going to start with this box, number 271. Place your bets. What do you think the foil's going to be? I'm just going to stick with Votten. No, I'm not going to stick with Votten. Guess what, guys? That's why I do this live. I inspect every single card pack in every single box. This is a damaged card. It happens once in a while. I mean, I've signed 276 boxes, and I think we've had 2 boxes that have had damage. This is right from the factory. This is the gripper line. You guys may not be able to see it, but it's an absolute indent, and it's through the whole thing. So this is a defective box. So we're gonna put this aside. This is why we do this live for you guys. We want to show you that, you know, we're not taking any chances. We're making sure you guys have great stuff. Now, the benefit of having this box is you do have an extra foil, so we have a Zeraphine Conrule in this box, but we're not going to use this box because it does not have perfect cards. And there you go. So, we will rewrite this. I'm going to do this to this box. Done. There you go. So that's been crossed out, so we're going to start fresh. And we're going to do it again. That's the second time since last August. That's not bad. That's a good ratio of not having, damage, if you will.
I have the instructions from Destiny. I'm not entirely sure that we'll see what happens then. I only have one hand. I'm not really sure how that's going to get that.
I think that's when you'll have to bring our little miss in the house and put her in a room far away. Yeah. She's just going to have to deal with that for the time that you need to do that. Okay, so we've signed the box. Let's hope this is not a wacky one. That was kind of strange. We don't want another one of those.
Bill Peter Bauer is in the house.
Hey, Bill. Okay, so far these look great. So we're back to good quality here. You know, it's amazing. Since August, we pulled all these boxes. We've signed all these boxes. And on a public broadcast, I pulled the one box that's got a defect in it. But you know what? You got to be honest with. That's why I do it. I make sure that people see what they're getting before it goes in the mail, so they know they got quality stuff going. That's what we do. I will say this. I've been in production for different card games over many, many years. I've art directed for many card games, Shadow Fist and all that. And we saw defects come in, and it's usually around 1% to 2%, you know. And so it's not too bad actually to have 2, you know, out of 200. We're at the right percentage, so it's expected. Here we go, boom. Oh no, the Von Draconis. This was the other one I had said. Whoa, did Mr. Goldberg Brain come in with any requests for this?
Nope.
Okay.
Ian had said Ignis. Ian and I are like, we're gonna stick to what we're
sticking
saying.
with fire, huh? Well,
Dean
Von
said,
Draconis is also a very
Dragonlord.
valuable card right now. This is going up and up and up in value too, so that's cool.
Ian says actually sometimes defective boxes are worth more to some people.
I know they call it misprints, but this is truly not a misprint, guys. This is a defect. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Can you guys see those lines?
Yes.
You see them?
That shows up good.
Right there. There's 2 of them. That's the gripper. You see that? That's big time unacceptable. Yeah, no. Look at those lines. So that's what I experienced, guys. That's what I was showing you.
He says you're doing additional quality assurance.
I am. I'm quality control, man. That's right. On the other hand, the foils were great. It was only the top 3 or 4 cards. So the foil looked great. So at the very least, we'll have, guess what? It'll be a foil giveaway for a future Patreon.
There you
Woohoo!
go. That's a mega giveaway.
It is.
I'm not really entirely sure that your daughter's going to allow you to do that.
Yes, I know. All right. So what does this is? What is this for?
All right.
Craig? Did you
So
say Craig?
yes,
Carl?
we were 72, 71. Yes, that is Carl.
This is 271.
Mattering.
So Carl wants what sign for his
It
first
says
box?
all cards
Then
signed.
all cards it is.
2 boxes, all cards.
Okay. Sounds good.
Carl understood the assignment.
He understood. Take full advantage of the card signings.
If Ed's there, get the signatures.
Am I in the camera, by the way, where I am at right now?
Yes.
Excellent. Yeah, I think our little miss is at wit's end when it comes to the separation anxiety thing. She's escalated to like times 1,000 than she normally is. And it's basically because Destiny's gone, Dustin's gone, you were just gone all morning. She couldn't get near us because we can't have her in the garage with all this chemical stuff and everything. And now we have the broadcast. So it's distractive attention too. So it's totally understandable that she's just like, I am done with this. Why want normality? Why aren't you staying there, next to me or whatever? Ooh, the box says, I'm tired. I'm going to lay down. But you've done a great job there, Kel, keeping her sedated. You're soothing the savage beast, as we call it.
I could say I've had years of practice, but I would not say that. I mean, I could, but I won't. Oh, wait. Did I? He's looking for backup. He's too busy. Hey, I didn't say. I said I could, but I didn't.
Yeah,
Right?
I got you. No, that one, this is actually, I have seen darker versus lighter, and this is a perfect reproduction. It comes out beautiful in the foil. All right. That's all of the cards signed.
Didn't do his posting.
All right, Carl. That's your first box. It's a good pull. Good pull with Votan. Votan Draconis of the Dragonlord from Sorcery.
I'm going to say he has 2 boxes.
Yep, this
And
is
then I make
271.
a
Make
postage.
each one has to have the, yeah, right. 271.
Yep.
Thank you very much. We got 271. There it is. And the next box. Okay. Wonder what it's going to be. So far, he's had a really good pull. Let's find out what we got. This will be box 272.
The thing that I did not say, Dean says good one, but I didn't say it. 272.
Okay.
I feel like one of those place your bets here.
Indeed.
All right, what do we got, guys? Ian, are you sticking with Ignis? I am going to stick with Celestis. At some point, we can't be wrong.
All righty, here we go. What are you feeling? What are you feeling? Oh, man. It's either, I feel like it could be a Zeraphine Conrule or Draco Corvus. I'm going to lean towards Draco Corvus. What are you going?
I'm sticking with Celestis.
Okay.
At some point, it has to be.
Okay. Well, yes, it will eventually, yes.
Dean Pearson is sticking with Draco. And yes, Ian is sticking with Ignis.
Oh, no!
Dean Pearson!
Congratulations, Dean, but what about the psychic man himself here?
Oh, did you say
I
it?
said Draco Corvus!
I'll have to go back and listen to
I
it.
mean, this is...
That.
I'm like, wow, what the... See, again, this is where I do have some luck. But play the lottery, forget about it. Go to casino, never happen. That's why I don't go to casino. Do not play. Do not bet.
No.
Okay, well, all right, well, there you go. So you got a Draco Corvus. That's a good... That's so Votten Draconis and Draco Corvus foils. That's for Carl.
Yes.
And everything signed.
All cards signed.
Sure. Is the next person one box?
Yes.
Good, because that will be our last one, and then we're going to go to, well, last one for this break. And then we're going to go ahead and bring Danielle out, and we're going to start doing some doodling.
Fyra, that means you have to go in the quiet room.
Yes, she's going to have to go in the quiet room.
You're going to have to go in the quiet room. That's all right. I think you've had it with me right now anyway. Goldberg Brain says, I have lost my psychic powers. Dang.
Now, when we're done doodling, Danielle and I, we're going to go and show some of the work that mainly she's been doing. I've just been a lackey assistant occasionally. I had to drill out the throttle position sensor to make it adjustable. That was about it. And I'm over there drilling that plastic. I'm like, what the frig? I mean, it was so hot that the drill got so hot. And it was just plastic. Good plastic. Let me just say that. Thank you, Danielle, for saying that. But you had to tell me how to do it. I had never done fuel injectors. I'm an old school guy. I do carbureting. That was it. But so she showed me how to install it, take apart and install the fuel injector. So yes, with instruction, I'm a good monkey. But no, she did the stuff there's no way I would touch. Like cleaning the head where the intake ports are. And no, because I just don't have any luck. Don't have any luck. It went in smooth last night, clean as a whistle. She did all the prep work. It just was nice, like a glove. Beautiful. Wait till I show you guys. We'll show you what that looks like afterwards. Okay, everything has been signed. Let me go ahead and put this together. We have one more box to do, Danielle, and then you're coming out. All right. Danielle is chilling in the Dragonlord van with George. George is a skeletal, we'll call him our chauffeur.
Scared me several times.
Yeah, because she forgets it's in there. She turns around, there it is. All right, and thank you very much. And the last box. There can be only one because there is only one left. All right. Who's this going to, Kelly?
This is going to David Playel. I'm I'm assuming it's Plale.
David Plale.
David Plale.
Okay. And David gets number?
He gets
273.
273.
All right, David, let's see what you got. Ah, man, what are we feeling in this?
Every now and then these guys say things and I don't get it. I don't get it. Ian says, Ed, if you put a pack of sorcery in whatever part of the van needs fixing, maybe you'll have better luck.
Yeah, could be. All right.
All right, David, what do we got? I'm sticking with Celestis.
I'm thinking Dragonlord's Lair.
Celestis, we've not seen her yet.
You got it,
my
Celestis.
girl.
You said we hadn't seen Celestis yet.
Yes.
And there she is.
I mean, I'm such a psychic because I've been saying it every single time.
The
But
last
hey.
box.
But
Hey, it's always the last place in the last box, isn't it?
well, if it wasn't the last, why would we keep saying it?
Oh my God.
No response. So default Dragonlord.
Okay, default it is.
Default to the Dragonlord.
Okay, so this is David.
David
Plale.
Plale.
He gets the Dragonlord default.
Dragonlord.
Okay. Whee!
Whee!
She tried to fly away.
Dragonlord.
He was using his
Like,
wings.
I'm out. Oh, goodbye.
Okay, David, you're good to go.
All right.
All right, so that completes the first half segment of our episode here.
You want me to move to scene?
We'll move to scene.
Okay, where are we?
I am going to quickly take this
Unseen.
into a safe location.
Ooh. Anywhere near Elvira. Where did you go? Here. Elvira's standing up in the camera showing everybody how pretty you are. What a pretty girl.
And grab myself a blue shot.
All right.
So,
We're
are
gonna
you-
head.
you gonna head in?
first?
That's a good idea. That way I can get Danielle set up. Okay, you got us on scene, I think.
Yes, I do.
Beautiful. Okay, guys. Danielle, come on out. Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Doodle is Right. Okay, so Danielle has requested to draw her dragon on the back of the Unbound. Let me show you guys what that is. Actually, here, you aim that so you can look up and look down on the camera. Yeah.
I'll find my greasy mechanic hands.
Oh, why don't you go ahead and wash, because we want to make sure we don't damage that card, because that's going to be a special card. So the Unbound is what she has chosen to draw on, ironically. We were thinking the same thing. You go ahead in the bathroom, wash your hands,
Good call.
and I will get everything ready for you. Okay. And for me tonight, I'm going, because I said I was doing the wizard, so let me make sure I'm still on the close-up. Nope, I'm not. And close up. Inappropriate. There it is. That's an appropriate subject to do a wizard on the back of. So there you have it, the blank. I will be drawing the wizard. She's going to be doing the dragon. I'll be doing the wizard. And because I'll be working in ink, permanent ink, and the Copic markers. They're not really Copics, guys. They're just Artist Loft. They're the generic brand. But they, you know what? They're great for tinting and shading. So I'm going to be working with this, my little patch here. And so I'm going to adjust this close-up camera so you guys can see both of us working. Let me switch it over to scene so you guys don't get dizzy. Yeah, here we go. All righty. I gotta get it pretty high to be able to see it, both of us at the same time. And that's pretty close, but still. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Looks like both of us can be seen. We're going to switch it off. You're going to see what I'm talking about. I'm actually going to bring this in a little closer. No, I just went ahead and got the two of us in the same shot.
See, it gives me the big palette. I'm a mess up.
Well, you're using graphite, and we don't want to trash the play mat if it's possible. And then, yeah, that's not bad. Let me just tilt that on a little bit of an angle there. Ooh, that's perfect.
So it's both of us?
Yeah, both of us. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, and I'm a lefty, so that's good.
Oh, that's excellent. That's right, you are a lefty. Okay, here.
Otherwise we'd be smashing elbows.
Go ahead and stand up there and look in the camera. You can hold on to my shoulder as you go up. Yep. Isn't that a great angle?
That's so cool.
So they'll be able to see both of us. Wow. Okay, come on down.
If little me could see me now.
You know what's ironic? I had a story similar to, not exactly like yours, but a story that when I was a little kid, there was somebody I was like, I remember, I'll tell you what it was. Simple as this, guys. It was a Star Trek episode. This was, 1970, 71. I'm sitting in front of the television. I'm watching, at that point, it's a rerun, first time out reruns. And I'm watching this episode, might have been 72, but I'm watching this episode of, it's the one with, what's the name? Kirk is battling the lizard creature. Not Gorgon,
Oh, my dad would know that.
Oh, the name just slipped out of my head. Anyways, I have his, well, anyway, so this is about 4 or 5 years ago. I'm at the Pittsburgh Comic-Con, and, well, it's more than that. It's more like 7, 8 years ago. And this friend of mine says, hey, the actor who actually played that lizard creature in Star Trek's there. And I thought, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. Well, here's the beauty of this. So when I was a kid and I'm watching that episode, I'm going, oh my God, that is so cool, looking at that lizard creature. And I'm sitting and I distinctly remember going, man, someday that'd be so cool to actually meet that creature, to meet it. And I think it was like the first time I was fascinated by lizards and dragons anyways, right? But I didn't really do much about it. I was just a kid. And I remember just watching it going, wow, that is so cool. But it was a lizard creature. And I'm thinking, just like out of my head, I knew there was a guy in the costume, right? So anyways, decades go by. I'm at the Comic-Con 7, 8 years ago. And the gentleman who is the actor is at the con. And I'm being told this. And it's like, my buddy said, I'm pretty sure he's wearing one of your t-shirts of the Attack of the Wing Region, 2 Battling Dragons. I went, no freaking way. So I stopped what I'm doing, which I never do. I left my booth and I went in his line. I get up in line and sure enough, he's wearing my shirt from 1998 from the mountain of the Attack of the Wing Region. So he looks at me and I said, I got to tell you, I cannot believe it. I'm so honored that you're wearing my t-shirt. He goes like this to me. He goes, what do you mean your t-shirt? This is my t-shirt. I said, I know, but I did the artwork for it. No, you didn't. So he says, come over here. He said, prove it. So I started showing him in the book. He comes over and he gives me a knucklehead. He grabs me and he goes, man, dude, I wear all your shirts. I love your stuff. Wow. At that point, I go, okay, you got to be kidding me. This is a mind blower. And so I said, listen, I got other shirts. Please let me send them to you. Now he lives in California. So I got back home. He calls me. It's what is the name? The D begins with a D. Come on, guys, help me out. My name is the Gorn. Yes, the Gorn. Thank you. Yeah, no worries. I fall off all the time today. So the Gorn. I'm like, okay. Oh my God, a voicemail message on my home phone from the Gorn. He goes, hey man, this is Bobby Clark from the Gorn. I am so psyched that I met you. I love your stuff and I can't wait. I wanted to make sure you got my address. He's like all excited to get his, I sent him his shirts. He wrote me this beautiful letter. I talked to his wife, a sweetheart. He told me some awesome stories about how he got involved with Gene Roddenberry and how he's a dragon fanatic because he was gifted from Gene Roddenberry pewter and figurine statues of dragons that Gene Roddenberry collected in the early 60s. So there were figurines of dragons, and Gene Roddenberry was a fan of dragons. So he knew that the Gorn, Bobby Clark was also into dragons, and he gave him his collection. But I mean, think about this. I'm this little kid watching this episode, distinctly remembering sitting looking and going, wow, that's so cool. There's a guy in there. Man, I'd love a costume like that. Or man, maybe. And I remember saying, I got to draw this. And so when I met him and he did that to me, I just went back as that 7-8-year-old kid. And I just went, oh my God, full circle. Who the heck? And to have the guy be wearing my shirts, it was such a moment. So we do have these things when we're children that every now and then, you get this experience that you never imagined would happen at that time. And in my case, it was 50 years later, but you just never know.
But he didn't know who Ed Beard was.
Nope. Because the Mountain.
You've been wearing your shirts for how long then?
Right. So the Mountain T-shirt company, they do produce. There is a small, tiny thing that says copyright Ed Beard, but it's so small. It's usually buried in the artwork. You can easily miss it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, did they even do it on this one? No. So all of these, they didn't even put my copyright on it. Now that I realize they didn't do that at all. So it's on their website, but they don't print it on the shirts anymore. So they did in the early days, but they don't always. And even then when they did it was hard to find. So it's like Bobby wouldn't have known who I was because so much of my art that I've done for novelty gifts, like Spencer gifts, whatever, like the clock the clock, the gargoyle clock that you're, in the room you're in. That thing was made in 1996 for Spencer Gifts. Nobody knows that I did the gargoyle clock.
As old as me.
Yeah. There you go. So yeah, a lot of fun. All right. So as soon as
I do it sideways for my first one, or should I do it up and down?
So you're doing a headshot of a dragon. So you probably should do it that way. Because it, doesn't have to. It can be face forward. It can be sideways. Any way you want it. But it's not a whole body, so you don't have to worry about going horizontal.
No. And how much time are you going to take on yours as opposed to mine?
I will take a little extra time than I normally do. Now, Dean Pearson right now is going, well, if Ed says he's finished, usually it's another 2 or 3 attempts before he's finished. And then it's that review whether I really am finished or not. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to just take my time and try not to do a super elaborate one. And that way you get a little bit of time as well.
We're going to have fun with it.
Because you're doing pencil. You're going to take a lot more time anyways. Pencil is always longer time than pen and ink and marker. Once you get this technique down, this is way faster.
Yeah.
The pencil work is always much more complex. All right, so let me see where Kelly is, because Kelly right now is bouncing off the walls with a million different things, trying to get Elvira settled.
She's doing a little crate training at the moment.
Okay, then.
Because that's where it's safest.
Is she upstairs then in the crate?
Yes. Because
Fantastic.
That's where it's safest.
Yes, it is. So we've talked a little bit about how Bobby Clark, the Gorn, reached out to us. She talked a little bit. Here she is doing the Unbound, the drawing that she's going to draw on the back of the card from that picture she had done a painting on the back of her door in her bedroom. So at this point, we're just going to doodle. I'm going to take my time on it. She's going to do a pencil work. I'm going to do ink.
So
I'm doing a wizard. She's doing a dragon.
Okay.
Could you switch over to the close-up just to make sure that these 2 images are still in it? Okay, so that's not working.
No.
That
Where'd
is
it go?
not working.
All right, you're gonna go back to scene.
No,
where
it got
he
rotated.
shakes the
Now
earth.
it should be.
What was it facing the ceiling?
No, it was orientation was wrong.
Oh, that looks excellent. Yes.
I can even move over a little more.
Oh.
How about that? Yeah, that's actually not too bad. So right now they can see this and this. pretend you're drawing because I want to see if your hat or your head is in the way, and then my head, because if you lean too far over, you will be blocking.
Can't see it.
Right here?
Yeah,
Can't
no,
see
you
it
can't.
Far? Here?
Yep.
So here's too far, right?
Correct.
Okay,
That is
alright.
too far.
Tell me my posture is bad and I'll sit up. Just remind me.
Okay.
I think that's about where we're the
We
best.
just said posture.
Can you tell who the newbie is?
No, you don't know how many times they still tell me after 5 years, hey, your hat's in the way.
You get too into it.
Hey.
Oh, you wear yours forward.
I have
too.
to because of the glare off my glasses. I can't see.
Oh.
So it's just glass.
See,
It's just
I
glare.
wear mine backwards as a mechanic so I can have my headlights, but also to protect my hair. My ponytail.
Absolutely. but I not.
Ed doesn't really have to.
I don't
protect
have that
his
concern.
ponytail.
Could you show the rest of the audience?
Yeah, we don't.
As you can see, I don't have to worry about that, and I save a lot of money on shampoo. All right. Okay, so we're good. We can start the doodling.
Ian says we'll all yell Danielle. Yeah, they'll let us know if they can't see it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Now, so what we're gonna do periodically is, so like when you get done with the line work, take it up to the camera and show them so they can see close-ups. Periodically, if you just stop and you want to just go, hey, this is where I'm at, that's what I'm gonna do.
Ian, Ed's flowing beautiful hair.
I never had
Where's
flowing
the Bob
beautiful
Ross
hair.
wig?
Oh, I do have a Bob Ross wig. Yes, I do. Okay. Kelly, go ahead to the close-up.
Oh, I bet on it.
Oh.
I was being
So
psychic.
then how did they see my bald head?
Oh, I switched back.
Oh, okay, good.
Honey, how long have they been on this Patreon?
No, there's a lot of new people. They you know, I have to verify that I am in fact a cue ball. If I don't, because there's other reasons. I take precautionary measures for my Patreon members. I will wear the hat for their protection, because otherwise it's blinding light. You know, it's like bounces off the head and everything. It's terrible. It's abusive. I don't want to abuse my people. All right, let's do it.
Oh,
Let's.
going?
Yeah, we're going. Let's make it. We're gonna do.
Do we have a timer?
No, there's no timer.
I'll
'cause
lose. I'll fail
Not for
if I
them.
have a
Not
timer.
not for her. We don't want to do that to her.
You can time him.
No, I don't want to be timed, because
Okay.
this is where I get away with doing stuff that's cool. Because I get more time.
All right, here we go.
Okay,
Okay.
you go ahead.
Lean back, posture. Posture.
We're all
Can
set.
you see? That is the question.
I can't see any pencil work.
That's because I go very light.
So right now she's
so-
doing light sketching.
Should I not?
No, you keep doing what you
But
do it.
you
You're
do
no.
have to
You're going to
push
stop and look up.
You just gotta push the card forward or back up.
Here
That
or more back
move.
here?
Okay, go back where you were to drawing. Good, perfect, right there.
All right.
Don't move.
All right,
You're
I'm
a
gonna grab a
statue.
heavier pencil.
You are a statue.
Hmm.
Oh, Ian's just showing off now.
To be or not to be.
He says, now that I'm exiting the Air Force, I'm growing my hair and beard out.
Very cool.
He said he's not had long hair since he was 5? Seriously, dude. So having long hair is new to him.
I'm shaking.
Don't shake. Look back up. There you go.
Oh, my head.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I get that all the time. Normally, I'm drawing on an angle, and the camera's not doing
I
that.
thought you meant the card.
Hmm.
My terrible past. Yeah.
And I just noticed Danielle's a lefty.
That's aha. So that is why I am sitting over here.
Over there. You can't get there from here.
You cannot get there from here.
Nope. Back your head up.
Okay. Sorry, thank you.
We put you right under them.
Nope.
Dean had to take a quick break to go do something. He will be back.
Can you kind of see those pencil lines now, Kelly?
No, not yet, but keep backing that head up.
No, like normally you'll have a camera just on one person and it's on an angle, so it doesn't ever happen. Well, it does if you're like me with a big lid in the front of your head, you know. But generally speaking, you'd have you wouldn't have to lean back as much as I am. Like I'm way back right now. I'm drawing like this. I'm fully pretty much extended. You know, doing it this way though, where you have to be reaching out, it forces you to see things differently too. It's like, you know, when you look back at a piece and go, oh, look at that. I didn't know I screwed that up.
Now everyone is very quiet in the chat because they're so busy staring.
Oh, don't say that. Oh, scary.
This is like no different than when you're at any of the other shows you're at. You know, with your SEMA, you're painting live. It's the same concept. It's just you got to lean back.
Or we could have just put a camera on her
No.
visor.
Scary.
Oh, yeah.
Scott says, I must away, friends. Thanks for the company and great art and fun.
Our pleasure. Thank
See
you.
you, Mr. Newmeister.
I've had my super close-ups on. I'm like, why can't I see at this distance? Oh, it's because that's on the super close-ups.
Is this when I was supposed to be doing the whole image thingy?
If you can.
Not
So we can show
tiresome.
folks what Danielle does.
So it's on your desktop?
There are all the most recent ones on the desktop, yes.
Are they named?
Yes, Daniel 1, Daniel 2, 3,
Okay.
4, all that stuff.
All
I
right,
think
guys.
it's 10.
Hang in there. Oh, Morticore is here.
Hey, Morticore.
He says, how's it going? Have you gotten Danielle up to speed on all of the Dragonlord lore?
Not quite, but I did begin. And we're hoping that she will be able to enjoy being a participant in the altar community and drawing community, artist proof cards and stuff like that. So it'll be cool.
All right, let's see. Don't click it. You can do the option tab. All right, guys. All right, everybody in the chat, hang in there with me. I'm going to try something new. I'm afraid. Upload an image.
Me too. It's okay.
No, not that. Browse. And
So right now she's covering the screen.
I'm not sure. No. I'm
Or
not
trying to.
Oh, I do see. Well, we'll start with Danielle 1. Open it. And we're going to say, okay. Is it down there? No. Destiny. Oh, I can't do it. I don't know. Hang on. if it's off the screen. It could be off the screen. So I got half of the instructions. I did it, but
So you'll just have to check the YouTube on your phone.
no. I'm saying and not saying it. I'm not saying it. So there's like a line. Oh, it is down there. So I have to drag it.
Yes, you have to drag it into position. That much I do remember.
It's not. It's behind you. It's behind this. Okay. All right, let me try this. There it is. It's tiny. There we go. Guys, I'm doing it. I'm a techie. Okay. So I'm seeing a Corvette Stingray.
Yep, that's the.
Is that the engine cover? The silver engine cover?
Sure. Yes.
That was 2014 Corvette engine cover. The guy just wanted the logo simple, and that gentleman was all the way from Tennessee, actually.
Oh.
And, he shipped it up to me and definitely insisted that I was the one who'd do it for him. And it was pretty cool because he was a great guy, and there's a lot of artists in the area, and have him ship it all the way up to me in Rhode Island from Tennessee was pretty honorable, pretty noble, and pretty cool that he trusted me and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
It's all about the people you meet along the journey.
All right, now we're gonna go to Danielle 2. We're not even seeing you guys right now. All we're seeing is this stuff. Ah, spider. We have a spider on a tank.
Ah, yes. That was, so that was one of my more recent commissions. Now, let me tell you that this woman, I love her to death, and she scared the crap out of me because she was so specific of what she wanted. And she was very specific about the colors, the placement, but she gave me total creative freedom to do whatever I wanted. She just wanted something realistic that was jumping off the tank. But that one.
If that jumps off the tank, I'm out of here. You guys are on your own.
Yeah,
Sorry.
me too. I'm done. But she specifically wanted a golden widow.
Well, there we go. All right, we'll do one more and then we'll check back with you guys. Oh, this is her at work. This is a close-up of the side of your face as you are doing Harley Davidson logo.
Oh. Working
As you
on
are
the tank?
airbrush. Yes, working on the tank. Okay. I'm going to switch over for a second. There! Ooh, I'm getting all like techie and stuff.
You go. I
go.
can't do any of that.
I go somewhere.
I go?
Yes.
Can you
they're not
slow
seeing the
down?
light. There we go.
I am. I got a long way to go. Don't worry about it.
I'm joking.
I got a long way to go. No
So
worries.
I switched over so we could just
I
check in
have
with
to
some
move back.
folks.
Okay.
Glenn Palmer said, "Did I miss the motor work?"
Not yet.
Not yet. So Glenn Palmer is in the house.
Glenn, good to see you, man.
Our Dark Novakin is in the house.
Hey.
Hey, Tim. Everybody's liking everything. Ian was like, "Whoa, crazy spider."
Oh, thank you so much.
Ben said, "Nice." They say, "Great job." It's simple. Ed says, "It's never simple."
Mm-hmm. If it's simple, Ed didn't do it.
Well, no. I mean, I am, I'm going to do a little extra work here. I admitted that. That's fine. I'm going to do a little extra work.
All right, let's see what we got next.
There's
I'm
a
gonna
lot of shading to do
browse.
with this.
We got
This is a long
Danielle
way.
4.
Yeah, what's Daniel for?
Danielle 4 is her working on the tank. There she is. You can see. Is that the Harley Davidson? It's in yellow.
Shading it?
Is that
Shading
the
the
yeah?
writing?
We're seeing the one side that you had, and you were working on the other side.
Gotcha.
Very cool. Very cool.
Okay.
All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's do a browser mundo. Oh, I don't have that camera on. I will give you that camera in 2 seconds. There you go.
Is it in the screen?
I think I moved my screen up. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
They can see it?
Yep.
All right, so there you go. There's my line work, guys. Now I'm going to start shadowing. Okay.
They're like, whoa, that's so cool. Danielle is next level.
Oh.
All right. Do you want to show a close-up of yours, Danielle? Want to move yours up to the screen, up to the camera?
Yeah, you're ready. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Yep, you're good.
So here's the camera on
There you
that
go.
side. You're in it.
Oh,
You're in it.
Okay, I can see. Look at there. It's very rough, but gotta add a lot of scales.
A lot of skates.
A lot of scales. I don't know if I want to put the wing in the background because I don't want to destroy from the head or take away. So I haven't made that for it yet.
All
Okay.
right, let's see what else we got. We'll jump over. This is Danielle 6. And oh, we moved her off the screen. Gotta put her back on the screen.
Goodbye.
She went up bye-bye. This is a Cobra. Shelby GT 500.
That's a hood liner.
The hood liner, yes.
Hood liner.
Yes. Well, I've had a lot of hits for hood liners. This year in particular, going into this year. Very, very interesting material to work on because it's like a felt. But you gotta
Interesting.
seal it first.
It's a freaking nightmare. What are you talking about?
It's great surface area, but dealing with all of the ins and outs and divots of it are very difficult.
Yeah, you've done amazing work on those liners. Oh my
Oh, we
god.
got somebody new on here.
Oh, we do.
Hoove 1970 says, that's sweet.
Aw.
Ben says, that's awesome.
This
Ian
is
says, nice
yeah.
Cobra.
and this is again the work of Danielle
Danielle.
Vaklavic. That's Danielle with 2 N's and 2 L's. DANNIELLE. And Vaklavic. Yes, if Kelly, could you write that down? Vaklavic.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can
If
go
I
to
can
her
spell it right. Yeah, I got it.
VACLAVIK. If you go to her Facebook page, you'll get to see a lot of cool images real quick, and her website, which is Danielle, spelt that way, airbrushing.com. Yes.
That is correct.
Okay. You'll see more of her work.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's do a different picture. What do we got next coming up? Oh, this is the actual you working on. Let's see. Let's open it and we shall say, oh, he's cool. Oh, he's cool. We got to reduce him in size. He's too big. Come back down there, buddy. Everybody wants to see you. He's here for his close up. It's a dragon. He's a cool looking, Asian looking dragon.
Oh, is that the blue one?
The blue Asian dragon. We're gonna make him smaller, guys. Hang in there.
Is that on a trike?
No, so that was on a Hayabusa. A Suzuki Hayabusa.
What exactly is that?
There we go.
It's a
Isn't that a
motorcycle,
isn't
so
that a
it's-
3-wheeler though, or 4?
No. It's a 2-wheel bike.
It's a 2-wheel
It's
bike.
more or less a race bike.
Oh, okay.
The guy has a couple of them who commissioned me to do it, and I did the tailpiece for that, and the front fairing is probably what you're looking at right now with the windscreen. So that windscreen was clear, and I painted that and everything to
Cool.
match that.
Yeah, they had to deal with me moving it back and forth a few times because they're all different sizes. But oh, by the way, Hoof 1970 is Scott Philbrook,
Oh, Scott.
and they're saying, "Whoa, nice Eastern dragon! Holy smokes, that's awesome!" So,
And then I draw this. What is this?
all right, I'm gonna switch back to you guys, checking back in on their
Oh.
drawings.
Move your head.
Miss Destiny says, "Wicked awesome." Dustin is manning the fort so that Destiny can check in and help out because I am a tech mess.
Isn't that a Boston thing, Wicked?
Wicked.
Well, it's definitely Rhode Island, Boston for sure. I'm just taking my time.
Ian says, nah, Rhode Island definitely uses wicked too, but I'm from northwestern Rhode Island, so maybe some of this massisms make it in. Massisms, I like that. All right. While they're drawing, let's go back to more images, because, like, I'm getting all confident and I know what I'm doing now. Ooh, this is another cool Eastern dragon. Boom. Oh, I should have lined that up to the music, to the boom. That would have been awesome.
So more of Danielle's
So
masterpieces.
this is more of Danielle's work. This blue dragon on the white.
Oh,
He's
that must
like his head's down toward the bottom of whatever this is. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that is the rear tail piece.
The rear
That
tail
goes
piece.
with that other blue one.
Cool. It's very cool. Give everybody a chance to take a peek at that. Let's see what else we got. This is going to be, looks like an eagle. Let's go. Yeah, okay, and there it is. Ooh, that lined up beautifully. Eagle biting the head of biting a snake. Not that looks like an Aztec calendar thing behind him.
That is exactly what that
It's a
is.
helmet.
That's freaking cool.
Thank you. That was a Skullbuster helmet. That took me like 40 hours. That was a lot of work. That guy was from I think it was Michigan, Minnesota. I could be very wrong.
He was from somewhere else.
Yes, and another one who insisted on getting my artwork from far, far away, which is just it's a very nice feeling. It's very honorable.
Actually, I think I said Aztec, but Ian's saying Mayan? It's probably Mayan.
What was it? H.O.N. Aslan. I don't know.
Either way, it's super cool. Somebody says, I love eagles. Very cool. All right, let's see. Should we check in with you guys again? Head back posture before we switch over.
Thank you.
I saw Ed move.
That was kind of both of us, actually. We're getting too comfy. We're getting slouched there.
Woo! I have such control, guys. You have no idea. It's too fun. Too fun.
I don't think I've ever heard Ed so quiet.
Well, I'm just making sure that there can be no interruption with your presentation.
So I should shut up.
No,
No.
you're the
No.
one that's
No.
supposed to talk. I'm not. It's you. This is all about your work, so we're trying to make sure you get that.
I appreciate you.
Anyone want to put theirs up toward the camera before we go back to more Danielle images?
His is insane. You need to show yours.
I got a long way to go yet.
Oh.
I'm starting to add some scaly detail here. How's the glare with the...
Oh, yeah, that's
backlight?
perfect.
Yeah.
That's so great.
It's getting there.
It's such a little personality. Really does.
Little card, big personality.
All right, let's see. What else we have now?
What do we do for the scales?
Oh, and next now this looks like your advertisement. Danielle Tech.
Oh, is that the one with
the tiger.
Yeah, so that was fun. That was a piece for I did for SEMA to take and showcase at one of the booths, and that was total creative. Wow. Hello.
Keep in
We're
mind,
making up
guys,
new
we've been
words.
working around the clock, like 12 to 14 hours on this van.
What is sleep?
There's no sleep.
Creativity freedom, basically. Creative freedom. Okay, I'm having a problem.
You having we call those stonks. You're having a stonk.
So, but no, there was some metal flake in that, and then I wanted to incorporate the kind of like a tiger almost. It ended up being like a tiger with the stripes.
Yep.
And lots of different fading colors. I always love that. 'Cause I've done a lot of tigers, but just used, the simple coloring technique of tigers. I wanted to do something a little more detailed, different, unique.
Very cool. Alrighty. Back to the camera. I got a little glitchy for a second, but it seems to be okay. I also wonder if it had anything to do with the cord. The cord. Doesn't this music make you want to draw faster?
Yes, it does. I was just gonna say, this is still Destiny? How does she
Yes.
do all this? That's incredible. I was very disappointed that they're not here. I wanted to say hi. I missed them. But they are working their butts off and sweating. What did you say it was? It's 88 down there?
9.
Oh.
And pass out weather.
That's not good.
So Scott Philbrick says it's really nice to hear the two of you together. It's adorable. Yeah, right.
Don't make me emotional on camera.
That's all right. Only your hands are on camera.
Just see tears dropping on the paper.
It's now a water dragon. Posture.
So something that I want to mention is I don't know how many people on here know how much of an impact that Ed has actually made on my life. I don't know how much he even realizes it. I think he's starting to get it. But when I met Ed, he really inspired me to do so much and push myself, and has always pushed my limits. And even if I remember doing pieces and questioning, shadowing, and there was a piece I had spent hours on for a commission, and he's like, nope, your perspective's all wrong. You got to do it again. It's like, oh. So just the honesty, just the integrity of him mentoring basically for all these years, and just being able to see him more than once now a year is awesome too. So it's really cool. Never mind to draw next to the master himself.
Idiot savant, that's all.
What did you say?
I'm just an idiot savant, that's all there is to it.
Ian says the whole Beard clan is amazing. Thank you, Ian.
Thank you, Ian.
And he says, Ed, so awesome.
Very, very generous, very kind. I mean, just can't say enough, honestly. Thank you for showing my work too. That's very nice.
We're gonna get you in the gaming card altar scene for sure. We're gonna get you hooked up with many of these collectors who love this stuff, and so you don't have to be working as hard, and working creative and smart, and being able to get your stuff into more diversified subjects, and clientele, specifically genre-wise.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna go to scene for a second because Scott Philbrick would like to actually see me. My close-up, my faraway close-up. Hi. Yes, I am here in the flesh. How you doing? Good to see you guys. Okay, back to close-up. You know what's so funny, Scott? There in Rumford, Maine, where I'm from, there's an entire clan of Philbricks. So every time they kept saying, and there was a gentleman that was actually named Scott Philbrick. So when everybody kept saying Scott Philbrick, I was like, okay, is he from Rumford? And they said no, they didn't think so. But
Oh yeah.
no pressure.
Don't worry, I only got 40 years to catch up to Ed.
That's right.
Ah. Ouch.
Ouch.
Wait, Scott is from Maine. All right, Scott. Do you have relatives in Rumford?
Oh, the truth will
Because
come out.
that would be pretty incredible.
Small world.
Oh, Ben also says the whole Beard clan is amazing.
Aw.
Philbrick settled there in the 1650s.
Holy moly.
Uh-oh.
The freeze.
Okay, we're back. It's moving again. Froze for a hot second. Then you guys moved super fast, but
Oh boy.
we're still moving.
Well, at least we got most of it before things started going crazy.
Way too much detail. See, this is what I can't do.
It's the curse.
I just get way too into it. Like I start with something and I'm like, oh, well, what if I just, add that, add this.
Destiny says, thank you, Danielle, and you're welcome for drawing faster. LOL. Everybody behave. I'm gonna go run. It's too quiet. Whenever it's too quiet, that's what has to work.
No. The mistress of the bark.
Success. I think she can pick up. We ran out of music. Destiny's on the chat. She can start singing. That's right. Big quick people.
is her too?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
How does she do all this? Does she have like several different like pianos and like...
No, it's a keyboard, and there's all types of different filters, and you can select, you know, the type of,
sound
and
effects?
so she's doing multiple tracks and then overlapping them.
That is insane. That's a whole different skill set on its own. How was it? So fun little story. I had actually never met Destiny. I'd always heard about her at these Ren fairs and everything, and I always wanted to meet her. She was the only Beard Clan member that I hadn't met. And what was it, Syracuse 2 years ago?
Yep.
At this point, and I remember pulling into the gates of Syracuse and getting ready to unpack my stuff, and I needed to get my bag. And sure enough, her song had actually come on my Spotify, and I pull up, and there she is, sitting right there to greet me. And it was very...
Oh, that's right.
It was very funny and coincidental because her song just happened to come on. I always listen to my music on shuffle, and at the right time, it just happened to come on. So it was a pretty cool.
Yeah,
cool event.
because she got volunteered more or less
Yeah,
to do that,
That's right.
to do the greeting and the pass
And
and stuff.
badges and stuff. So,
Okay, I have stalled this thing as long as I can, Danielle.
no, you're fine. I'm finishing up the scales.
Very good. Okay, so
on-
I'm going to go ahead and sign this. This will be another
What's
bonus
that?
card. This will be
Level 5.
no. This is just a little bonus card to add to the rest of the collection for those Patreon members that were Dragonlord. Somebody's going to get this. So let me show you what we got.
So because I'm slow, you're welcome. You have someone awesome.
Yeah,
to
so
get.
you
Oh, that's
have
perfect.
Danielle to thank for this extra work that's involved. Is that looking good? Is that
Yeah,
looking
you
good?
were. Yeah, you go. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. I just realized we got this is up against here, and I wish I'd known that. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, that's unacceptable. I just took that sip.
What is that?
I just took a sip while that was crawling.
It almost had extra protein.
A little bit extra protein.
He's still alive. Give him a chance.
Oh God.
Okay. Nothing like having a big black ant in your drink as you're about to.
That's delicious.
And then I'll take care after you.
meals.
It is.
I don't want to butcher this anymore.
All right.
Came out a little darker than I wanted, but I'm heavy-handed.
Still, no, that's awesome. Got to sign it.
Huh. My big name? How'd you sign yours? Do you sign it sideways? Oh.
I sign it wherever I can, but say by doing that, you know, that works. You got plenty of
I'm gonna
space.
go
You got it
this
right
way,
there. Yeah.
yeah.
Would you like a pen to do that?
No. Should I? I think it would.
Or you can
If
use
I
a
think it'll
fine.
stand
You
out
can
too
use a
much.
fine, one of the fine ones.
Yeah.
So you got a B. B is good. Yeah. B is a good graphite.
White here, iron here. So, and then I'll show them what I made and compared
Yes.
to you.
That's freaking rocking.
That's an awesome wizard.
And what's nice is that we got a wizard and dragon combo going on here.
Yeah. You know what? I'll sign it this way. All right. Are we still on the thing? I hope
Yep,
I
we
hope
are.
the glare isn't too bad.
Yep, you got it. A little bit further down, and then you're good. Right
There's
there.
a fly on the phone.
Are you kidding me?
Don't. Yeah, no, he's on this side. Oh, there he goes. I did get one earlier, so.
Here's your sleeve.
Oh.
Got to put it in the sleeve. That's so Now, you and I take a picture. We're going to take a picture, guys. Hold up your card.
What's wrong with your phone?
Oh, yeah, we know what's wrong with the phone. Yeah, that's what's
Should
wrong.
I go to scene?
Well, sure. You
They
can
see what,
you
what
can.
all antics you're up to?
Yeah, you can go to scene. We're just getting a picture of her and I at the drawing table. Ready? And you're looking over there.
Oh, awkward.
It is. Good. Now let me take a picture. Just you. Hold it up right to your chin. There you go. Ready? Boom. Excellent.
I look like a child.
Wait, I need my sneaky glasses every time.
All right. Good job. And what's really cool is that's all videoed, so you can take still shots from that at any time you want too.
Looks like
Oh,
we
so you
have
can,
collector
because it's
art
live,
house.
you can.
No,
It's gonna
after
get-
it's being recorded. So
Oh,
yes,
nice.
it's being recorded on this,
Yep.
but I also am holding. It'll be up online, so you can go in and you can crop out whatever shots of you drawing in it.
That's just incredible.
All right. So
Collector art house. Busy day with these punk 7-year-old kids playing soccer with wild eyebrow hairs. No urgency.
oh no, you must get it immediately waxed.
Yes.
Mike's the main man from Collector Art House. He's the one that I told you about that's really sponsors altruists and young artists getting into this thing
Oh, wow.
and stuff like that. So is Mike on right now?
Yeah.
Or is that a comment from before?
Why is he saying yo? What's he's more to course saying hello. And
All right,
saying
so
hello.
Mike is on. Mike, this is Danielle Vaklavic, and she is an automotive airbrush artist. We're on the big screen.
Yes.
Yeah. So she is an automotive airbrush artist, but we're trying to get her into sorcery and other altruist art and having doodles on the card. So her and I took a break from working on the Dragonlord, and she just did this amazing doodle, which switch to the close-up camera.
All right. Close up it is.
Yeah. So she just did that. And so we're going to slowly but surely introduce her into the drawing on these tiny little card thing. And she can join the community of amazing collector artists that, Collector Art House is one of the great, big sites on Facebook. In fact, it's the biggest sorcery community.
I will
And
definitely
you
be
can just,
joining it.
present yourself, showcase some of your work and stuff. So there you go. But yeah, Mike is the man when it comes to promotion and letting the public connect with all of these, up and coming artists and old dudes like myself.
You're not old.
But especially those that are, they're getting back into tangible art and they're doing hand-drawn, hand-painted work. And it's just amazing to see it's like they're little Fabergé eggs, these collector cards, when they're all done painted.
It's cool to see people supporting artists, or
Yeah.
artists supporting artists is also really cool.
It's
But
it's especially
supporting one another.
yeah, and the fact that it's all tangible and original art. That's what Dragonlord, or not Dragonlord, sorcery has done. Sorcery has brought in, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, since it came out, I guess 5 or 6 years ago, from that Kickstarter, it got a whole bunch of generations. The older generations like mine knew what hand painted was. We just knew it. We figured it was disappeared. It was gone for 35 years. No, it'll never come back. And then Eric Olofsson brought it back with this commission work, and so many hundreds and hundreds of paintings that he commissioned. And it gave an opportunity for all these young people to say, you know what? I never got into hand-painted work. And because I wasn't offered, it was all digital, Wacom tablets, whatever. And it's so awesome to be able to work with organic, tangible mediums and then have a place that would actually want to hire it or collect it. And then there's a big base of players that want to buy altered art so they can play with these unique special art cards in their game, in their decks, or just collect them in their binders and stuff. So it's a whole new market that's been created that was old. It's like what's old is new. It hasn't been around though. The 100% hand painted products, those disappeared in '94. So all of this has come back. All these tangible artworks, all these young people learning for the first time in their life to work with physical, tangible things when they've been sold digital and then AI. And now it's like they get a chance to actually create real, physical, tangible, one-of-a-kind pieces. And it's all these young people that I met at SorceryCon and whatnot, and I met at Gen Con when the debut of Dragonlord came out. I mean, these people, these kids, and I call them kids because, they're 18, 19, 20, 25. They were completely enthralled at the fact, oh, this is hand-painted. Oh, my God. There's no endless
You
editing.
don't get that anymore either.
You do now.
So, but that's
And you
what's cool.
didn't.
You
You
there
didn't.
was like a gap. There was that
A
huge
34-year gap.
gap.
And so now because of this, and guys like Mike, Mike's in his early 40s, I believe, or just turned, something like that. And you know, his generation is sponsoring and celebrating and hosting all of these young artists who are all over the world, like Juan Machuca, I told you about this morning, and we talked back and forth, you know, and I try to mentor, I try to mentor him, and he's out of Mexico. And I was sitting next to him at SorceryCon, and we just chatted about everything. It was like anything and everything, from techniques to marketing and licensing, and how original art is now the thing that young people are getting turned on to craftsmanship for the first time in their life. So we're in a renaissance of original hand-painted work, which ironically was done for thousands of years until the most recent 25 years or so. And so it's just a fun, amazing thing. I never thought I'd live to see that. I figured for sure it was over. I was just going to fade away with the AI and the digital, and that was the industry. And, you know, I was just going to do my thing for my collectors like I always have.
Don't surrender.
Well, evidently the industry had, but the industry was based on whoever was willing to put the money behind it. And now we have Eric Olofsson, a fan of the early magic, that he remembers the hand painted, and said, no, we're going to bring this back, and we're doing it the old way. And that's where we're at right now. So we have entire markets in the last 4 years have been exploding in original art, you know, painting, all because of this game Sorcery. It sure as hell ain't because of Magic the Gathering. They ditched on original art decades ago. So it's so awesome to be a part of that. Of course, Mike was on the forefront of that. He was one of the early financial backers of Kickstarter. Oh, wow. So when that first thing started, but he was more about the art. So there's a young man in his, you know, at that time, late 30s, who's embracing, I want to collect original art, and I want to sponsor and represent young people and old, but everybody doing original art. I mean, that just doesn't happen normally, you know? That was not something that was encouraged. And not in schools, not in colleges, nothing. No. And now it's back. Well, it's not back in the industries. It's not back in colleges. They're still not recognizing it.
Oh, everything's so digital.
Yes.
It's just all digital.
But in the game card industry that is now been kind of completely separated, forked in the road thanks to Sorcery. Sorcery is actually not only pioneering this, coming back, but there's now other games that are doing hand-painted work. And there are games that are now trying to throw in hand-painted because they want to be riding that wave of interest and excitement about doing hand-painted. And of course, we also live in an age of Patreon, Twitch, live demonstrations we never had 25 years ago, or even 15 years ago. So what do you got?
So when Mike saw the card, he said, that's awesome. He said he's excited to see what you'll do.
Aww.
He did also say that there have been a few artists like Rodney Matthews,
yes,
who have added airbrush technique to artist proofs.
Yes.
And he said, I would love to see more of that with altars.
Yeah, that's what I do. So when I do my, not all of them, it all depends on if every single thing is micro detailed like a mosaic, there's no place for airbrush.
Well, that was my problem. You just keep going, you know?
So you saw my Pokemons, right?
Yeah.
So the whole entire background, the bodies were blocked in at first with airbrush.
Yeah.
Then I went in solid paint because that gives you your base, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then the shadows, part of the shadows were done with the airbrush and the others were done with the brush because it gave that polished look, like that kind of old school video box cover look. So that's where airbrush, so Rodney Matthews is like one of the original album artists from the 1970s.
For like what album?
What did Rodney do? He didn't do, Roger Dean did the Yes albums, but Rodney Matthews has done a shit ton of like heavy metal European. Look him up. Look up Rodney Matthews album art, and I think you'll find it. Although, if Mike's still on, Mike, could you throw out a few names of albums that Rodney's done? Yeah, he's a legend in the metal deal.
I've been practicing with my new airbrush, minute details, but I don't want to, you said they're quick doodles and stuff, but definitely.
Well, I do quick doodles. No, but some of these artists.
Some you spend more time on.
Alterists that are just literally doing that. These are literally, they're spending 60 hours on a card. 60 hours. You haven't seen those yet. I haven't shown you what. Some people are literally doing work that is, it would be if it was blown up a masterpiece. I mean, it would have been a $100,000 painting. But they're doing it on something this size.
Wow.
Yeah. In full color. There are some limitations to the size, but
I'd love to do that. The smaller detail of adding some airbrushing for highlights or shadows and stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd be interested.
Yeah, and then you just go in with acrylic. Now it's all acrylics. So some people do use oils to do their alters. It's up to you. Acrylics tend to be the most quick drying. You can work fast.
Yeah.
It's tolerable for the cardstock.
How do you use oil? Oh my god.
They
That
do.
would take forever.
It can dry fast, but it's a little more workable. Where acrylic dries quick and it's tougher to blend. So that's where the airbrush comes in. That's my painting technique on everything, whether it's a van or a painting like this. So all of this glow is the airbrush, right? And then this here is airbrush, but the solids on the bone structure is all hand paint. And then there's line work that's brushed. The landscape this was a solid black silhouette. Then I went in with the dark blue with a brush. And then when I was done,
Really?
yeah. And then when I was done, I softened it. Same thing with this. So this was originally a solid black silhouette. Then I went in with like medium brown and built up some of the base levels like that color, and then started putting the highlights in. Then when I was done, I went back in with the airbrush to soften edges and to create a mist down here. So you use the airbrush as an accentuation tool
Yes.
more than the tool.
So, question for you:
Yeah.
How would the mountainous region be as opposed to sand? See, I struggle a lot with sand, like the textures of sand and beach from where
Yeah.
someone has put their footprint.
Right.
Because you got to get all those highs and lows.
Right. So with acrylics, and when you're airbrushing any water-based or acrylic stuff, and like if you were doing a beach sand, you can go in with the microns and the smaller airbrushes, and you can create the footprints. And from a certain distance, it'll look great, but not on a card, not on a micro detail thing like this. So that's when you have to go in with the brush. So you go in with the brush and you define your edge, but then you go over it with a very transparent, milkier version of that sand color. And then you slightly mist it, and it then softens the darks that you put in for the footprints, and it gives a soft edge.
So when you say go on the edge for your fine line, the darker line,
Yeah.
do you mean the edge of my shadows, obviously?
Correct.
For
On the edge of the
darker side.
shadows, right? So if you got a footprint in the sand, your shadow's coming in at 2 o'clock, and you're going to cast that shadow on the inside of that indentation. So that's going to create a hard edge, maybe too hard, because natural sand wouldn't do that, right?
Correct.
Sand's a little bit softer. That's when you just go in with that slightly transparent version of the base color of the sand, and you dull that line off. Because with acrylics, it's going to be challenging to dull it. You can work it and sit there with transparent
I tried
layers.
Before I airbrushed and was,
Yeah.
I would replicate and try to do some of your work and practice on the shading and stuff, and without airbrush. That's how I started to learn.
It becomes very
frustrating.
frustrating.
Airbrush, I was like, oh, this is easier.
Yes.
This is nice.
And it's also more effective because you cannot achieve if you do that brush work and you do those layers and lighter and lighter and lighter and try to soften that edge, you will eventually get there. But it isn't as clean and as polished as what airbrush does. And so when you're dealing with sand, which is so smooth, you want that softness against the contrast of a brushstroke. The brushstroke gives you the hardness. So there's a texture difference here, like these backgrounds of the flames coming down, they're all soft, yet in the very center is brushwork. So we have the nice sharp contrast of the bright fire blending out and then fading out and up against the rock. This allows the rock to pop because that's your brush work. So brush is really good for foreground work. It's great to bring things sharper, closer to you. And then the airbrush is great to use as a dissipation, gradient tone, depth of field, backing off the background by misting it with a little bit of white, and it all of a sudden creates fog. And so now everything in the foreground pops.
Yep.
Yeah, that's photographic depth of field. So I show all that stuff when I'm doing these lives. For the last 5 years, the hundreds of paintings I've done, everyone gets to see that happen from the very beginning process, the base blocking in a puzzle piece and then working it little by little. But everyone has a different technique. Look, watercolors, watercolors are far more difficult than acrylic, way more difficult than oil. And because when you put it down, it's done.
I started with watercolored pencils because you had more control of where you could lay it, but it was fun to put, like if you didn't have purple, put blue and red on top of each other, but depending on how much blue you put in a red, it would change when you would add the water with the
Absolutely.
brush. But that way you could at least control where it was, but I give kudos to anybody who does just the straight up watercolor. It is very tough. It's very pretty though.
Yeah.
Very soft touch.
It is an art form unto itself. You have to know how much water and how little to add, and that wash technique, because it's going to leave that little hard edge if you're not careful. So yeah, that's trial and error, hundreds and hundreds of hours of practice, which our society got out of. They wanted efficiency and streamline, and inevitably that homogenizes things. And now we're finally going back to, no, show me your work, show me you did it the hard way. I want to see you walk the tightrope without the net, and then can you see that image? Can I see this the way you did it? Because that to them is fascinating.
Yeah.
But it takes years to develop that. And now, the kids in the last 20 years were constantly pitched in schools and colleges. By the 4th year out of college, you'll be proficient, you'll be in business. Yeah, you will, when it's all about getting it done as fast as possible in the most efficient way. But then those price points kept going down and down, because the more people that can do something, less someone will pay for it. And then inevitably, these programs made so many jobs not worth pursuing. Kids could not pay the student loans back. And I was getting paid to come in and seminar to those college senior classes. It's like, hey, what are you going to do to make your money? Well, you sure aren't going to be doing graphic design. As time goes by, more and more of these programs are going to make those jobs eliminated, which it did. And now with AI, it's happening all the time. So we have to go back to fine art, hand craftsmanship, but still being illustrative. And illustrative is nothing more than saying, I'm doing representational art. I am creating an image that I'm telling a story to the viewer. I'm not just doing something that I expect the viewer to figure it out. Hours and hours of staring at it before they get an emotional, evoke an emotion. We are doing controlled imaging. We are telling the customer our story that we want to tell. And every now and then there's a little flexibility and people can interpret it the way they want, which is fine. But illustration was always thought of as commercial. That's what I used to get in school. It's like, oh, you're doing that commercial crap? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Oh.
Well, you're doing like comics, or you're doing graphic novels or whatever. And so we're so happy that we're seeing this now. Oh my God, for the last 4 or 5 years, this massive turn, and it's exploding. I think right now on some of the Discords, like Sorcery Discord, or even Mike's Collector Art House Discord, there's like several hundred, probably 500-600 artists that are now showcasing. They never would have done it before. They've been working literally digital all their life, and they're like, you know what? I'm going to start painting, because this audience of young people who are into this game, I should say young people, young all the way to the 50s even, but the older players, right, who are kids in the 1990s, who are maybe in their late 40s, mid 40s now, they're like looking for something that reminds them of that cool look and feel that they had, that you just don't. It's nostalgia.
Daniel
So what do you got?
Figley says he paints miniatures. He said, which is a ton of fun.
Yes.
Nice.
Are you gonna show them? Any
Yes,
of the
we're about to do
engineering?
that now. All right.
Earthquake time.
It is going to be earthquake time, yes. I'm going to showcase a little bit of close-up of all the work we did so far. And I say we, it's really Danielle.
Stop it,
So
Mark.
what Danielle did, and what I, Igor, tried to assist her with, we are going to show. So keep it on the big
Yeah.
screen until I get in position.
I do have a flashlight.
Good. Yeah.
I gotta get me one of those fancy lights.
Oh yeah, those are great. Okay. Okay. I got a pretty decent amount of stuff here. All right.
Ready?
Hold on a minute. We're pretty flashed out. Could you switch it over? See if it's upright in the right, if it's the right orientation.
Yes, it is.
It
and
is.
It is pretty flashed out.
Yeah, so let me adjust that. Hang on a second.
I'm gonna go back to scene for 2 seconds.
There's one fly in here.
Takes a little bit because we just went from a close-up. Okay, I'm gonna have to make everything a little bit darker so we're not as flashed out, but go ahead and switch back.
All right.
Is
now
that,
it's dark. Yeah.
but it's not flashed, right? Oh, is it no good? Still no good?
Yeah, her Danielle's face is a little flat. Ooh, that's not bad. I think it's better to have it a little lighter than impossibly like skin tones are a little flashed out rather than
Okay.
have it dark. Here we go, earthquake
Well,
time,
hold on.
guys. Here we go. Shaking.
I don't want to be the fucking.
How about that? Now, it seems like it's going to change based on where I move. So let's just go with it.
Okay.
So here we have the Dragonlord, and I think probably, let me take a look from the front to start. Let's see if we can do that. Go ahead in front of me, Danielle. Okay. All right, so Danielle, what we first did is we took off the intake, and you've put a ton of work back on. So we have the alternators on there, the AC.
We had to take the alternator, the AC out, and the bracketry too.
Okay, so we can't see much from in here, so I'm gonna go around this way.
Ian's like, ooh, the Dragonlord.
Okay, now you get around the other side. Yep, and that way I can see this way. You got your lights. That's good. Okay. Now you guys are gonna actually see what we did. Put your headlights on. She's got these cool headlights. Look at that. Okay, there we have it. Go ahead and point to all the different things that we did. You did.
Oh my goodness. This whole thing, pretty much. So we have our throttle body that we did last. We have
That's a Hughes Engine's big gulp throttle body. Yep.
So we have our IAC sensor, our idle air control.
Keep that in front of the camera. Or just shut it off. Just use your headlights.
Okay. Sorry.
Because this can see it, believe it or not, really good.
Oh, all right. So we have our throttle position sensor as well that we still need to adjust and do all that. We have all our new injectors in the fuel rail.
Those are the blue tipped, fuel injectors.
So we also had to trim the fuel
crossover.
Put that back together. Obviously all the wiring harnesses and everything, all the bracketry up there, all the vacuum lines, all the cables to the throttle body as well. Disconnect the fuel line and remove the intake. Other than that, it was pretty much just putting all new sensors in. Ed did it right and got everything brand new, so we have all new 8 injectors and sensors everywhere. So we just pretty much have to fill it with coolant, adjust that throttle position sensor to get the proper voltage with our digital voltmeter.
Yeah, that's the key with the throttle position sensor with these electronic ignitions. That device right there, it comes stock straight in one position only. So when you modify things like this, especially with the throttle body honed out, would you show the holes? Just show and point to how they were opened. So those holes, those 2 holes you're seeing, that's your air inlets, and those were opened up quite a bit. They are much narrower in the actual factory one. So that's going to allow more airflow. So as a result, you have to adjust to add more fuel. And then as a result of that, your idle gets a little bit wacky if you don't adjust the throttle position sensor. That's the throttle. And so we're going to move this slightly counterclockwise. And the way it works is it's based on voltage. So as you rotate it, you're increasing voltage from 0.25 up to as much as 5. We're not going to get near that. And by doing that, it's just like on the old school carburetors, increasing airflow and fuel with a screw and pulling the cable a little more to adjust it so that we screwed a nut and it would pull it forward or backwards to allow a little bit more of an idle, a faster idle. But the whole point of doing all of this is because the old intake, which actually is sitting on the table right there, that ugly thing that looks like a steel, half of a, mailbox? They called it the kegger. That thing is notoriously for denying airflow, fuel, efficiency in fuel. It basically runs rich. It's always, and it just smothers the horsepower. It takes away all the horsepower.
How much bigger it is too.
It's way bigger, way heavier. It's probably at least 40 pounds heavier. So this is not only lighter weight, but it allows, what would you suggest, what do you think that's happening with the intake? What's the improvement? Why is the intake improving, fuel, horsepower, whatever?
Well, I can also tell you it definitely will help cool the air, given this. So the other design was a mailbox. The whole thing was enclosed. This I can fit my hand underneath here. So this whole thing now is breathable. So it'll definitely help keep it cool. So yes, heat distribution. The cooler air that you have coming into your vehicle is always going to be better for it. It's always going to help it run cooler. But also a tip while we're here for either whether it's old heads, new heads, people getting into this. Underneath this intake, it's also called the valve pan or the valley of the engine.
Okay.
And several times, a lot of these vehicles fail. Those gaskets will fail and they sit right up against the heads on the side.
The plenum, yeah.
And what will happen is the gaskets blow out because a lot of people don't even know how to service them or get under there, don't service them enough, and the coolant will then mix into the oil chambers and will deteriorate the inside of your engine, which is actually what happened to my family's '88 Firebird. So it's very crucial to service these. and you probably don't think that
It's
these
notorious
gaskets-
with these, with
Yeah.
the 5.2 and 5.9s.
It's very common on GMs. This is Dodge, so it's just a very common thing. They usually recommend to service them every 30,000.
Mhm.
And then
And then you've got this, the spacer, which is allowing for cooler air.
correct, and the cooler air that enters the engine, the better.
So what you have here, different from the original kegger, you've got the throttle body that's been opened up, allowing more airflow. You have a spacer that equals in height and also allows cooler air, that spacer. And then when it hits the intake, it's far more direct. It's not like getting mixed in this giant empty space. It's literally going direct to hit the fuel injectors right here. So airflow is going direct down these ports, which is what a performance intake does. And it forces that airflow to mix quicker. So I imagine I would get I'm going to hope that I'll get a little more quicker responsiveness.
A little bit. But it's fun. If you push down on the gas, you can see the doors.
she's already getting excited.
I just wanted to run. I've always wanted to,
Well,
be inside and to work on it is absolutely incredible.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm in a dream.
well, so here this is some of the doors have been done. Everything has been painted inside. Well, while she's been here, she's been looking at George. I don't know if you can see George back there.
A little bit. There you go.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, I turned around and
George
all I
has been
saw was
sit-
his boots.
Yeah, George is sitting on the bed.
Who's that?
So here she is. She turns around and it's like, hey man, what you doing?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he broke his neck too.
I did break his neck moving him.
We gotta fix him.
He'll be good. We'll take him to the chiropractor. It'll be fine. All right. Well, thank you very much, Daniel, for showing us the old beast. Again, this engine isn't for pretty, although I gotta say the new parts look nice.
It is.
Well, you just gotta airbrush it.
Yeah, right.
You're not gonna
This gets covered by a dog box. You can't, and as you guys saw from the front, you can't see anything. It's all about efficiency and performance on this. And the like I said, the factory under engineered these engines. They only had 260 horse. They cannot pull a 6,800 pound vehicle. And with this, will get us hopefully up to closer to 300, 310. That's what they're estimating. That's what they project. 35, 40 to 50 horsepower. And we do have a tune, which we had the computer modified. So it will work, should work with this. The distributor, this guy right here, is now capable of advancing to keep up with the fuel injection timing. And the timing is now aligned better. So that computer being modified to do that will actually run this much more efficiently. And it can pull the weight then, because you needed about 300 horse and about 350 pounds of torque to really move that much weight. I just want this thing to climb a hill. It looks cool, but if it's a dog, it's no good. All right, so let me shut the door here.
Oh, there's the fly.
Yeah, we've had a fly that's tormented us the whole time. Guys, let me do a quick scan of the new t-shirt designs. That is the Twilight Tempest in purple. Old Friends at Play.
I'm just watching this
Harbinger of Fire, otherwise known as Ignis Rex. There's your black, we call it the Gothic tie-dye add-an item. Then you have the blue Twilight Tempest. Over here, you've got the Moon Song. You've got the Dark Wizard, kind of similar to what I did today. You've got the Green Man Dragon. There's Kairos the Archivist. You've got the Dragon Reaper. Otherwise, kind of looks like, I know that people have been saying this for years, but man, if you look at the new movie with He-Man, who did this draw? Like, I did this painting like 20 years ago, and I'm going to tell you right now, we got some Skeletor feel going on.
Oh, yeah.
It's Skeletor.
And then we have the green, the teal, green, blue add-an item. And then we have Wizard Emissary in black, Bravery Misplaced Dragon in black, and then I think this is the last one. We have Talam Drag, which was really popular at Sorcery Con. All right, switch it over.
All right, we are on C.
Okay. All righty. This was...
That did pretty good. There were just a couple little glitchy times where it went a little digital. I wonder if it's not the cord. We fixed everything else with that thing. I think it's the cord.
That's in there really snake. But you know what? I can always get a new cord and try it out. See if it changes
We
anything.
need like, 200-foot cord.
I wish this was wireless. I don't know of any If you guys know of any technology that we can get that can communicate through Bluetooth and then still run with OBS, let me know. If we can get cameras that are no longer tethered, oh, that'd be a
That'd be
dream.
awesome.
You know, that can run, even if they run off the Wi-Fi network. But OBS, to my knowledge, doesn't have that ability. It doesn't run a camera through a Bluetooth process.
We will have to
It would be
figure
cool
out.
if it could. All right.
Figure it out.
Great job, Danielle.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
I still want to work on it, but I had to stop.
No, actually,
I'm like you in
you
that
can't be
regard.
like that. You got to say, guys, come on, look
Hold
at this
on.
thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Is that in the correct?
Yep.
Yeah. There's nothing else needs to be done with this dragon. This is a great dragon she's done. So
says him. So says Ed, who always adds things after.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm like, oh,
I mean, it's cool.
let me just add this. Let me just add. Oh no, stop.
All right. So all I got to do is sign some more boxes, and then we're going to close up the episode. What time is it now?
It's 5. It's almost 6 o'clock.
Oh, so then we've been on for almost 3 hours.
3 hours, yeah.
Okay, then. Why don't we then wrap things up, because it's been
If not,
it's been
we
3
know
hours,
it's gonna go.
and we don't want
It's
to.
gonna be like,
Yeah.
bye-bye.
Yeah, we don't want to have YouTube freak out on us. All right. Was there anything else that we wanted to talk about before? I'm trying to remember. I just don't want to forget anything.
Ian says, gotta know when you're done.
Yeah, I know.
Don't be like Ed and keep adding things. Thank you, Dean.
I learned from him, so it's hard.
So, I mean, how about that for timing too? So, guys, we want to thank you very much for tuning in. We want to thank once again Danielle for being our guest artist here at the Dragonlord Cave,
Thanks
and
for having me.
not to mention the miracle of. And you know what? Even if the thing doesn't run right, it doesn't
take
matter.
It's gonna be.
I'm just
beautiful.
saying. I want you off the hook on that. I want you to be stressed on that. If it doesn't run right, it's not your fault. It's because the technology and the rebuild didn't work. But you know what? We tried. That's the most important
gonna
thing.
get
It
it right.
tried. And
Positivity.
hey, if it has to, we'll just eventually we'll just rip the damn motor out completely and do it all over. Like I will put a Hemi in there. I don't know. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? Well, we'll call you back when that happens. We're gonna have to cut the firewall. I don't know where we're gonna put it. I mean, we're already like no place to put your feet.
That's where the
That's what
fabrication
that
comes
noise
in.
was. Thank you, Daniel.
What's
Daniel Figley put in a mat order. He said, thank you.
Oh,
for doing it."
excellent. Thank you very much.
Oh.
All right, so let me do my shameless plugs, and thank you very much, Daniel, for already advancing on that. Yes, we have very few left, but we do have like about 20 or 25 of the non-stitched, and we do have the stitched. I think I have 7 of those left. So yeah, these are really nice.
What's the
These
are
difference
non-stitched.
between stitched?
Well, this I don't have one with me right now, but the stitched has a nice thick stitch around it, black, so the edges don't frayed.
Oh,
And also, it's the mat is twice as thick. It's
So, like,
it's
higher
like a
quality.
it's a quarter
Quality
inch thick, way big quality
Nice.
difference. Yeah. So other than that, guys, t-shirts, edbeardjr.com. You will see that there. We're gonna try to get Danielle to do more of these cards, and then we're gonna start showcasing them. I'm gonna get her in on Collector Art House on the Sorcery Community Facebook page, the unofficial one that Mike's on. We'll also get her involved in the official side, get her hooked up into Discord. The first thing she's got to do, though, is she's got to do some of these drawings. She's got to create a little bit more of a portfolio on canvas and on paper. She's almost all of her
not
work.
on motorcycles.
It's all on
and
motorcycles,
cars.
yeah. So we're getting her off of that the automotive side a little bit, so she has more time to do these other pieces. So you guys can start taking on, commission her to do some cool work, and she will be able to have that diversity in the portfolio, which I've always told you guys, to survive, you have to be diversified. You can't have all your eggs in one basket. I'm trying to think of so if you're anywhere near the Nashville area, currently running until the end of this month, it's 5 weekends this year, is the Tennessee Renaissance Festival. Right now it's wrapping up for the first day, Saturday. It's a Saturday and Sunday event, and of course the Memorial Day will be longer, 3 days. And Destiny and Dustin, our son and daughter, there, and they're ready to meet and greet you. That show is loaded with stuff. We've got tons of artist proofs from Magic the Gathering imprints there, which I do not have here. They have my whole collection. So if you are over there and you're in that area and you want to go to the fair, that's the place to go. And we're at just as soon as you enter, take a right. We're at the top of the hill. You can't miss us. So like literally one of the first 4 booths that you'll find. Tents. So they're there. I'm going to be coming back to the Tennessee Ren Fair the Memorial Day weekend. So I'll be there, and I will Also, let you know, I do have some Dragonlords that were pre-signed with the default Dragonlord avatar card signed, the non-foils, and they are already there. She had 8 going into this show. I don't know what she's got after tonight. We'll know. Dustin and Destiny will tell me. But we do have some Dragonlords on site there. You can buy the boxes. But I'm going to be there also and bring my own stuff. So I'm going to bring some inventory when I get there. So I will have Dragonlord to be purchased on site. Same price, $350. It's on sale on my website for $350. Normally $449. We've got the new blanket, the Celestis, the Winter Spirit. So that's available there. That's ready to go on site. We have the pre-orders for the statue of Moonsong that you guys have been seeing. So that is also on sale. I think still is on sale. And we're taking orders for that. They're being made right now and they're being delivered in September. Any last questions or comments? And then I'll send off for her.
No, other than I'm trying to get Ian to not give you bad ideas because Ian said you could just put in a Pratt and Whitney jet engine.
Yeah, yeah. Dragon jet car.
No, Ian.
We'll just give it wings at that point.
Yep. Okay, good. All right, so once again, Danielle, she can be seen on Facebook. If you look through the comments, Kelly, type that in one more time. Danielle Vaklavic. That way they have the correct spelling because it is unique. And go to her Facebook page, hook her up, friend her up. You'll see what she does. There's so much stuff. And then just
I wasn't even looking at the keyboard.
And just keep nagging her and say, hey,
so bad.
Any of these collector cards, we called them original art cards. So it was OACs, I think. OAC, original art card, OAC. But then they changed it. But the bottom line is, until she's actually doing work for the game industry, she doesn't have any real cards to work on. She can do modifications and all that, but like these are just original art cards. We're doing our own work. We want to get her going on those so she can start creating something on a smaller scale. And so nag her and keep saying, look, I need you to do this, and commission her to do stuff. And if you happen to have a card that you really like from Sorcery or
mail it to me.
Yes, then we hook her up. We make a commission, mail it to her, and she can start doing her first altars for you guys because she's got the ability. It's just a matter of getting her into this marketplace. And that is what we do. That's what we do here. I've been teaching since 1982. People say to me, I remember back in the 90s and early 2000s when I was at some of the art shows, because I was the art show director for Origins, the second largest gaming convention. I did that for 15 years with John Ward at the helm. And I was like, they were like, you're giving way too much information out. You're talking about manufacturing, you're giving all these secrets away, and you're creating competition. I used to laugh at these artists. I said, look, you're Mr. Hugo Award winner and all this lexicon stuff, and you're worried about having more artists in it. You should be sharing your knowledge. I said, it kind of reminds me of when I was in school in 9th grade and I got kicked out of art class because, I was daring to do fantasy and weird shit, and she hated that. And they all basically said it was a waste of time. I made the pledge back then. I said, you know what? This is never going to happen under my watch. And I went right to the YMCA and did volunteer classes for kids, teenagers, and told them, doesn't matter what your subject matter is. It's a matter of if you're doing something people like, believe in yourself. You're the only one that can determine whether or not your work is suitable and good enough. Be objective in your evaluations. That is what I've done since 1982, because it's if you're just going to sit on this earth and suck everything up for yourself, and all you're going to do is stuff for you to succeed and sit in your glorified ego, then you are a waste. You're a resource eater. You're not doing shit for humanity. And when you die, the only thing that's going to be remembered about you is maybe what something you did art-wise that was in connection to some published piece. You as a person are going to be forgotten. But if you actually take the time of all that effort and all that struggle and all those gauntlets you raced and tried to beat and overcome, and you share the knowledge of how that happens, you have just given someone the thing that you needed when you were young that you didn't get, and you had that opportunity. You can now help somebody else to rise up. You give them a hand up, not a hand out, and now all of a sudden the world is so much better of a place. And let me tell you something, when you croak, you're not going to be forgotten or remembered only for the piece that you did a work for. You're going to more importantly be remembered by as many people as you've touched their lives that, holy shit, that person, oh yeah, man, that person, when I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was trying to figure out how to go around it. And this guy just says to me, hey, this is how I did it. Or connects you with somebody who gets you to that next level. Because we all need each other to succeed. No one does it alone. And there was a guy that made that statement to me and reinforced it. His name is Vince Orelli. He's from Orelli Supply, an automotive paint guy. I met him not long ago, maybe 12, 15 years ago. And young guy, and he said that to me. And because I was like, he saw my work. He calls up PPG and says, hey, we got this guy here. You got to have him at SEMA representing you. I mean, this is what he does. I'm working in the field for 30 years. I never got a break in my life like that. I go into this paint supply store, and the guy just says, oh my God, I need to get you connected with this. And I was like, that's amazing, right? And he looked at me and he said, no, it's not. It didn't take me 2 seconds. That's what we're supposed to do. Nobody succeeds without someone helping. You can try, and yeah, you could probably eventually achieve certain things. At the end of the day, you've wasted decades trying to do it the hard way because all that information was being kept hostage by a bunch of ego psycho narcissists. So don't be an ego psycho narcissist. If you have knowledge, share it, because it's only going to make you a better person overall. It's going to enrich your life. You're going to find out you're going to learn shit. The more you share, you get back. So I think that's the lesson. That's the thing that we as a family, my kids, my wife, all of us, we kind of go our life about, is there an opportunity to make a difference? And if there is, well, I'm going to offer it. They may not take it. People may not take it, and that's okay. But at least you did your best. You presented an opportunity. And if they do take it and run with it, man, it's freaking awesome. It's like you can look at that and say, I can remember me as a young kid wishing that happened to me. If you do unto others as if you wished had done unto yourself in life, especially as a creative person that has made success, that is going to be more important than any one piece you've ever achieved, any one benchmark painting you may have done. It's going to be the thing that you made a difference in someone's life.
And that's what you did for me.
Well, that's what we try to do. I mean, it was no effort, honestly. This is the thing. You came into my booth and you asked questions, and I'm like, I was excited to see that passion in you and so many other kids that do the same thing. And that's what matters. It's like passion.
It's your openness, comfort, and willingness to want to teach. A lot of people could care less, or the ego ones do turn their back. So there is a big difference.
I don't understand that. I never will. But I guess also I come from a position where every possible obstacle was put against me, and there was never any help when I needed it. And I realized when I think back, there was at least, my career should have taken off 10 to 15 years earlier than it did. And it didn't because I had no one supporting and backing. And that's what I said, nope, not going to let this happen. And I'm very happy to say that in my lifetime, probably about 100 people they at least tried and felt confident enough to pursue something that they would have otherwise never done. Whether or not they made it their full-time job or not is irrelevant. It's the fact that they achieved, maybe they had definitely got published, or they had a following and they enjoyed their creativity. And for the first time in their life, they were like, it's okay, happy accidents. I don't have to be perfect. That's
my favorite Bob Ross quote.
Yeah.
Only happy accidents.
It is.
I have a poster of him in my studio.
He's great. He was magnificent. I mean, so I guess for all of us, it's like there's so many people telling us what can't be done.
Prove them wrong.
There has to be something, if you want to tell somebody, well, this may not be the best option, there are better options, that's fine. But sometimes we do have to fall so we know how to get up, right? I mean, you got to learn from that. But when you have information, if you willfully either ignore the need that's out there when it comes to you, or you choose just not to share it because you're worried that it'll flood the market, it's sad. That's the saddest position any creative person can be in. I don't care who they are.
I do have a question from Tin Goliath, which is Brian Ho.
Oh, yes, Brian. Yes.
He jumped in last minute.
Brian.
He got the time wrong, but that's okay.
Brian's an amazing tin aluminum foil sculptor. Yeah.
Wow.
He sculpts.
Says, a question to you, Danielle. He said, if any dragon you wanted could be built as a figurine, which dragon would it be?
What type, in other words? Water dragon, fire dragons?
Definitely a water dragon. Definitely a water dragon.
A serpentine? Wingless? Okay.
Creative freedom. And I'm going to hit you up and ask Ed for his social media so I can follow you.
He's on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's
That's
amazing.
That's pretty nice.
In that
Thank
studio upstairs, you see all those aluminum, bright colored aluminum foil sculptures.
Yeah.
Those are him.
The Phantom of the Opera one we have.
Yeah, the Phantom of the Opera and the piano room. He did one of me sitting on a chair playing cards
Against the dragon.
in my outfit, my red and black outfit that I used to wear at the Ren fairs.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, he's an amazingly gifted guy, and is also one hell of a poet too.
Florida.
Really?
Yeah, he's from the Florida Ren Fair. He performs at the Florida Ren Fair or Bay Area.
His next question: what color or colors?
I love blue. I love purple. Any creative freedom on that.
Wait, he wasn't here before. Oh, I'd have to go to the close up to get the image to get the. Should I do that?
What?
To show him that Asian dragon that she did.
I think he's got a great great creative unique flow.
Not
of his
basis.
own.
He's already sent a friend request.
Oh,
There
thank
you go.
you.
There you
There
go.
you go. And Danielle Figley had said amen when you were saying your little TED talk there.
It was a
Getting
TED
closer
talk.
and closer to the
I know
camera.
it. I know
So
it.
I wanted
For
to,
emphasis.
yeah, and you know what, guys, I do. My Patreon members have heard this a couple of times, but they know me. But for those that are listening here, this is going to be public broadcast. So this is going to be staying on YouTube, and there'll be a ton of people because it's a public accessible link. And I just figured this is a time for, because we're not here forever, and I just like the road ahead's getting much narrower than the road behind for me. And so I want to share this knowledge and this experience and say, hey, what we're doing here on Patreon is not about just, I'm going to do creative things and I'm going to make money getting, subscribers and blah, blah, blah. No, it's really all about how do we pass it forward? How do we expand? Not just for the charities and stuff, but for like the easiest things every day. Because every one of us, I think, if you think back to when you were a kid, sadly, negative reinforcement's the only mentality that most people had in my lifetime for 50 years. It'd be so wonderful if we just could meet somebody, because I've seen what a difference it can make when you are in a position of, not authority, but of prestige, right? You've achieved a certain thing and you've gotten yourself out there. And if every time a kid comes in or a young person or even an older person comes in and says, I love this stuff. I remember when I was younger, I saw your stuff and would it be, I've always wanted to do this. And then my first word out of their mouth, well, show me what you've done. And they're like, oh, no, come on, show me what you've done. And then eventually you look at it. One of the things we never got, which we should have gotten, is positive reinforcement. Someone shows, so this is to those artists out there who might get someone approaching them. The first thing you want to do is you look at what they've done in their phone, and they'll show you the pictures and whatever, or their portfolio pad, and you focus in on all the great things they've done, the achievements, the things that are positive, and you bring that out, and you say, I love what you did here with this perspective angle. That's a cool ant's eye view, Whatever it is that you feel that's exceptional about it, you point it out, and that's the first thing you do. What does that do to the recipient, the person that's presenting? It's already scary as hell. They've got somebody that's very prestigious and that someone has come to their, has come into their own. And here they are going, geez, I don't know if I could even begin to dream of doing that, right? So you don't want to destroy their egos. You want to hold them up. So what you do is you acknowledge what they do great. And then instead of pointing out in a critical review what it is that they are lacking, instead you ask questions. You go, so this is fantastic. I love what you did here. You want to know how to take it to the next level? So what have you done just then? You've asked them a question. You've given them the authority to decide they want to hear a critique instead of you just forcing it on them. Because when they make the decision to say, yes, I'd love to know what's next, they're no longer seeing that as a blow to their ego. They're no longer seeing that as I screwed up. Instead, they're going, I'm the one that is asking. They're going to be absorbing everything you say. And then you say, I want to see that. See if you can do that. And then bring it back to me. Then when they show it to you again, holy shit, now you praise them for the fact that they've achieved that next thing. And that's the kind of positive reinforcement we all need to be giving. And that's such a lacking thing in academia and everybody I've ever known and talked to that's in the creative fields is like, I don't know if it's a power trip issue. It's, no, I got to keep you suppressed. I remember going to Comic-Cons where they had publishers and art directors sitting at tables. And all I kept hearing is, wow, this is crap. This is crap. I mean, I literally heard them say, yeah, dude, you're not ready. Go, go, go. I was so infuriated. I wanted to beat the crap out of him.
Well, that's why I left art college.
Is it? Yeah. Art college, and you're paying.
Yeah, I
You're
paid
paying.
that. Yeah, you know.
So let's make that. This is what I got to tell you is awesome about the sorcery community. The people like that, they're amazing. They're all super supportive. So that's what that's about. Anything else, Cal?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well then, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in, and I appreciate you. Those of you that hung the whole time. We will be doing another episode before I leave for Tennessee. It'll be a private episode for our Patreon members. So if you have purchased a Dragonlord box and we sign and number them, just reach out to me and we will provide you a link. What we're going to have to do is, because these are confidential, our Patreon is under a non-disclosure. We do a lot of confidential stuff. I'm going to have a segment that's just dedicated towards the signing of the Dragonlord boxes. And we're going to cut that segment out and we're going to be able to share that as a separate link. Please give us some time to do that, though, because my son has to come back to do that editing. That won't be until mid-June. So all of the episodes that we do that are private Patreon, there will be all the signing. Your names will be mentioned. And when we're done, my son is going to edit those out and put those up as a public link so that you guys can have access to it. I just want to let you know that although I am signing and numbering these boxes and you're not able to get access to the link, you will eventually get your own link, and it will be a public link, and it will be the segment only of me signing. All that other stuff will be kept confidential and only to our Patreon members.
Ian says, you guys knocked it out of the park today. Have a wonderful weekend. Michael Seelinger says it was great to see everyone. There you go.
All right. Have a good night, guys. I'm going to send us off with our theme song. Let me get the theme song.
You have a theme song?
Oh, God, yeah.
Doesn't everyone?
Is it the Adam Sandler?
No.
No, it's not.
It's
No.
created again. Is this
It's the Jazzy Jam.
Is this one, Dustin?
It is.
Okay. Gonna do some.
That's it. You got a groove. Send us off, Dad. Send us off, Dad.
All right. I do this and then that.